incredible. FlyQuest does too, but when you look at a different esports, one of those teams made it to the finals and one didn't. There's one at Worlds. Shoutouts to FlyQuest League of Legends, because C9, I don't know what happened. I hope you don't repeat that in Street Fighter League, because Team Punk is coming in hot.
And we're going to be coming in hot as well, as we have our first winners quarterfinal match going to be Enzo the Hokage and NoahTheProdigy. Jake already gave us a bit of the breakdown that we got to see. And I'm actually curious because I know from memory that Noah kind of played Luke before, and I don't remember if he moved off the character and experimented a little bit. But in the most recent update to Street Fighter 6, which dropped with the release of Terry Bogard, Luke was one of the characters who received a few small buffs in a patch that very much felt like, we're sorry for nerfing the old top tiers. We're going to give them a little bit of quality of life things, try to help them improve. And Luke was one of those winners, getting a reduction in pushback on his crouching light kicks as well as his crouching light punch, just to help it so he's able to get easier 3-hit confirms in some situations. So I'm very interested to see Luke. There he is. Noah's going to be rocking with the Luke tonight, as we're going to have a classic Shoto battle, the old guard versus the new guard in so many ways and forms. Let's get it off.
Yeah, great way to start. And Noah has always been on the Luke. Burnout the Prodigy is the nickname. He really refined and mastered that type of style. And the last time we saw the FlyQuest Fight Series have these two face off, it was Enzo taking the whole tournament by switching to the Akuma and just really dismantling the game plan from Noah. So back on the Ken. You know, this is the tried and true, the bread and butter. I want to see how he can survive. But right now, Noah is firing on all cylinders. And this is the longest I've seen Noah not burn himself out. I'm not going to lie. This is kind of Freaky Friday right here. Early Friday on a Thursday. And that is where he's going to burn out and get the kill. As long as he level 1s here. Bada bing, bada boom, you're done.
Well done right there. We got to see if Noah's going to stick to this different gameplay style of preserving the drive gauge. It's very interesting to see how various players will approach handling that mechanic of the game. A lot of players like to burn themselves out, but you'll see most of the time people are fairly conservative right here. There's no follow-up drive rush right there from the crouch medium punch, but we do send it after we catch Enzo's approach. Not quite in burnout just yet, but Enzo trying to threaten in, and that's why you see Noah hold the drive parry to burn himself out with the ODDP.
Yep, guaranteed gap there in between the Jin Rise. Not going to go for the side switch from Enzo, though. Going to just continue to get the step kick pressure, try to get closer and closer to the corner. And the thing that's so scary is if you go for a DI here, you leave a gap. Noah's going to have that level 2. He's going to have level 1, but force to the corner. No DI shown yet. Trying to keep it clean. Heavy Jin Rise. Massive punish. He got out of burnout, and you're dead. What great timing. And we're going to Memphis. The story mode was also updated, where now the people who like Luke, they're like, I can't wait to be like Luke and take a trip to Memphis. It's canon.
Amazing. It's canon. That is so sick. We have memed it into existence. Thank you so much, Capcom, for paying attention to us and adding in these little Easter eggs from the community. I feel like a lot of Capcom's success when it comes to Street Fighter 6 has been taking some community feedback to heart, as well as keeping an ear to the ground. I mean, that's why we're seeing so many wonderful quality of life features being added to Street Fighter 6. Like Replay Takeover is live now, y'all. You can finally relive those awkward conversations you had a sick comeback you thought of in the moment in game. Well, now you can deliver and make sure that you're ready for next time. Enzo gets the throw on Noah. He's going to be walking him down. Now we got him cornered.
I've been trying to play like, very, small close-up game with the stand light kicks. Committed to the full medium string right there because, you're going to get punished anyways after you send the second one. Might as well go for the full string. But the anti-airs have been so clean for Enzo. The shimmies are not getting bitten on, though, and Noah is narrowly evading these burnout situations, and this is going to be rough. Huge confirm. Yeah, absolutely done for. Doesn't even have to spend the bar. Great awareness from Enzo to close that out cheap.
Yep, and Enzo having that 6-frame medium privilege with Ken, able to maximize the damage on the combo. So that was one of the reasons why he was able to conserve the super gauge on that punish from the drive reversal. But now it's Noah's turn to have Enzo locked up in the corner. We perfect parry the knuckle. We're going to go for a side swap with the Dragon Lash after the run. Double dash forward. Noah will just backdash through. Enzo's trying to fight their way through. Noah trying to preserve the rest of his drive gauge. And Enzo trying to delete the rest of the life bar. Clean anti-air DP. Hold these plus frames. No bite on the shimmy just yet.
Yep. And again, continuing to find these tiny hits with the stand light kick. Huge confirmed. The big thing about Ken is finding those small opportunities and turning them to big wins and knockdown. You can't take this strike, though, as Noah, and that's why the throws are starting to connect. Because one shimmy will do it. Did he grab? Absolutely.
Yes, he did.
That's a lot of bar, though, because you're going to get the round. But now Enzo has a full stick of butter to take this to potential 1-1. Noah, 1 round away from a 2-0 lead, though. And mind you, we didn't mention it earlier, all of this is going to be 3 out of 5 now that we're in the top 8. So really lovely opportunity for these players to go the distance, show their skill, show their ability to adapt, and it's on Enzo now to escape that 0-2 deficit that he was in the last time they fought against each other in FlyQuest Fight Series. But we know how that ended. Enzo won, so I want to see what can happen because Noah is trying to repeat history.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. He's going to spend the level 1, doing a little bit of damage to Enzo's drive gauge. Enzo now is in burnout. This is almost a dire situation. Preemptively reads. He's able to check the normal as well. Just those young man reactions or a young man prediction. It's going to try and even up the life total, regenerate a little bit of the drive gauge as well. But Noah just wakes up swinging, Jake.
Yeah, Oki wasn't real, and the thing about spending the 3 bars there while you're in burnout is you had no other options. We have lost cabin pressure, and the pressure's on for Enzo. No switch to Akuma this time. 2-0 lead. Twisted Minds, NoahTheProdigy. Showing why he was selected for Street Fighter League. He said he's top 5 in the U.S. Well, he's playing in one of the best tournaments in the U.S., I'll tell you that. Locked out again and going for the burnout attack. I love that drive gauge. Such a huge factor here because it lets Noah just run rampant. He says, I know you can't play as good in burnout as I can. Let's go into my zone. Oh.
Yep, and immediate DI, no super gauge for Enzo. You were basically stuck into that situation to take it, so now Noah can kill with the right strike. That's why I see him go for the shimmy. Enzo not biting on it. Oh my gosh, checking with the jump normal as well. Noah just massacring the rest of Enzo's life bar. He's on the verge of 3-0ing Enzo.
And the thing that was so good about Noah's positioning there is the neutral jump was right outside of crouch medium punch, right outside of crouch medium kick range on the landing, and you had to fierce DP to find it. So, you know, Noah just excellently placing himself to really nullify the potential defensive options, but Enzo's anti-airs are so clean. Walk under crosscut, ready on deck. Noah's firing on all cylinders. The APM is going through the roof, and he's not even close to burnout yet. Oh, this is massive.
No. Now Enzo gets the hit. We're going to have the Tatsumaki to get massive corner carry. And we get the shimmy as well. The run DP. New combo for Ken, or newer, I should say. It's been out for a little bit ever since the start of Season 2. Hold this pressure from our heavy kicks. And the cross up here,
that's
huge.
Where you saw the counter hit, yep. And that should be the round here. Staying alive, only needing the level 2. It's going to be close, but this last hit should do it. Yep. Good damage calculation from Enzo. Staying alive here, but again, now he's the one with the meter deficit, and he wasn't even able to close it with the 3 bars before.
Oh, no conversion on that unfortunate drop for Enzo. This gives Noah plenty of opportunity to get a punish. He's going to save the level 3, wants to get a little more damage onto Enzo's drive gauge as well as the life bar. Enzo finds the crouching medium punch, but a jump normal's going to whiff. And it's all just sort of scrambled in the corner right here. Enzo walks forward, gets the throw, but it's not a back throw, so we're still fighting in the mid-screen. Enzo so dangerously close to the corner. The run kick will find a mark. And we're not biting on the shimmy just yet.
Yeah, these neutral jumps have been excellently placed from both sides as well. The drive rush overhead is massive into the level 3. It's not going to burn out. You're going to have a pixel, but you have to be so careful on this wake-up. You could potentially level 1 to try to preserve the drive meter. ODDP is such a scary option, but with the OD Sandblast knocking you down the level. Reaction. I thought it was level 1, but it's more than enough. That was such an incredible DI back. I saw red, and the bowl was not ready. That was incredible from Enzo the Hokage, who won now. Like I said, this was the same way this set went last time. It was a 2-0 lead from NoahTheProdigy, and then Enzo switched to the Akuma. Now he's trying to make it happen with the Ken, and the adaptation is there so far. Great meter, reservation to try to get to the corner, but Noah finds a way out, just like always.
Yep, and oh man, it's a bunch of jumps to sideswap the situation. Noah will find the next throw. Enzo being very patient here. Noah using some Sandblast on Okazeme again. We saw in the previous round to call out a wake-up level 1, and Enzo didn't bite there. Plenty of advantage here for Noah as Enzo's trying to find the next hit, fishing with these standing light kicks. Standing heavy will get us a little bit of damage. Drive rush for some pressure. Both sides are just trying to play at these ranges, and Noah's certainly noticing the nerfs to that crouch medium punch. It's not that Season 1 normal, but oh my god, what a pickup from Enzo! I thought we were going to get the side swap, tries to go for the jump, but Noah calls out, not a safe jump. The throw as well will take the round. Noah once again at set point.
Yep, very particular height on that to get the third hit to go into the corner, so not working out for Enzo. Even though he got there, he put himself between a rock and a hard place. And finally, oh no, he didn't get the confirm on the medium kick, and now Noah is just encroaching on the corner once again.
Pausing in this pressure, trying to find the perfect wiggle room, but it's the perfect parry from Enzo. Gonna get a Tatsu starter as well, just to maximize the corner carry. Look at that, Jake. We went coast to coast. This is supposed to be the West Coast night. Noah's got Enzo trapped in the East.
Yeah, and right now the shimmies have just not been working out for Enzo. Delay techs have been so strong from Noah. He hasn't been able to shimmy because the jab from Noah has been represented so well. And now you've got one more guest in the tank. He's in burnout, but it feels like he's the one in charge. Ah, did he bait it? God. Absolutely not. He's staying alive. It wasn't CA, so he's not burnt out. He's going to have to win one more interaction off a strike or get 2 good throws. And then again, the techs are coming in.
Oh,
when you think it's not coming in there. That was so good. What a check. And we're checking that win right onto the scoreboard. A 3-0 for Twisted Minds. NoahTheProdigy. A 3-1, actually. Apologies. I forgot about that one game Enzo clenched out, but incredible showing. The Luke buffs on display there. The light strings paying off, and I don't know. He was already high tier, and now he's top tier again. It's a hard situation.
Hard situation, but Noah certainly enjoying the fact that Luke is back in a nice, stable state. Again, very few buffs. They're not anything crazy, and they weren't exactly reversions to any sort of behaviors to various moves that Luke did see nerfs to, but they do restore a functionality that the character did lose, and I think it was a bit unintended on Capcom's part, and I think many of us are very much interested as to why in this small patch that came out with Terry, why are we looking at like some of like the former GOATs of the Street Fighter 6 metagame and giving them some love, whereas some other characters that are arguably in need of much more care are left out in the cold, like a character like Jamie. But one has to wonder what Capcom is cooking up in the back burners, what plans they have in the future, and what isn't ready to be shipped live just yet. So right now, though, we do have Noah shipping his way up to winner semifinal, where he will be showing off against the winner of our next match, Doma XD and Prototype. Jake, what do you think about this matchup coming up?
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one. I want to see who Prototype plays right now, because they usually always pick the new character when the patch drops, get them the master, see how far they can push them. They've been playing the Honda. I might be expecting the Terry, so seeing some of the Buster Wolf. It is going to be the Honda, actually, at $200 for first place. Looks nice. And Honda Kimberly, not a matchup you get to see that often, honestly, and it can really come down to how well the Kim structures their offense to keep Honda locked down. And she doesn't have the most reliable way to check headbutt or deal with butt slam, so I want to see how the degeneracy begins. And one headbutt has connected. This is going to be massive damage. Jeez.
Look at that, a healthy chunk right there, and we call out the parry as well with the command throw. We try to get Elite Cheek here, running up with another OD move. I think it was the palm strikes.
OD
Doma
hands,
now.
Yeah.
Coming through, set up the pain can. We got to see if we're going to get a combo started. No, we just go for several shimmies, looking for Prototype to do something, perhaps a drive reversal, maybe a super reversal. Keeping the offense going as well. Doma trying to make it attack on drive gauge. The drive rush overhead, comboing into the level 1 super. That will get the round for Doma. An excellent comeback here for Doma XD, representing Knuckle, Dujo, and the Kimberly.
Oh man, that was great too, and I mean it was very scary in that situation too, because Prototype makes one OD wake up decision correctly and Doma falls over, but just had the willingness to go into burnout, get that overhead to close it out, and now the loop's pressure begins. Did we bait it? You might just die here. Look at how much damage. Not willing to burn out. Actually, wait a minute. There's more.
Yeah, there is indeed more.
Pixel
We get
in
to
a
level
dream.
3. Yeah, Pixel in a Dream. I think you're right on that call. We got one more mix-up situation for Prototype to handle. Little Pixel, you called it. The calculations from Jake Ryan. That's why you should have him as your DPS in any raid party. He knows his damage output.
I know my kill windows. Oh, what a round start. Double, triple overhead. You do not respect this player. That is what I just, that spoke to me. In a fighting game player level, I was like, damn, it's like that? If you overhead somebody 3 times in a row, you know what that's like. You 6M somebody 3 times in Dragonball, you're saying they're ass.
Well, man, I think I saw Axize post a thing, death by 6Ms. He legit like 6M'd his UI Goku like 20 times in a row. It was savage.
Great level 1 reaction, though, from Prototype in the corner this time. And again, it comes down to those reversals. It comes down to how Honda wants to spend his resource to escape.
Doma gonna go ahead and use the stand medium kick, get the throw. Prototype respecting it, tries to bust out with the headbutt, but Doma just controlling this space with their normals. Prototype finally gets the opportunity, but Doma cancels it out with the drive reversal. And there it is, right? Like Kimberly not really having the tools to check the headbutts. We're not seeing Doma quite check it just yet, but we check the advance. We drop!
Oh, and not landing in time. Kimberly not getting the opportunity. You are in such a hard spot, and it's glutral, baby. We're going to the skies. Yeah, it's butt slam, man.
Butt slam, baby. I like that.
Right, to the corner we go, and I love this. It's felt like Doma's been in control at the beginning of this set almost every single time on offense, and it's been Prototype fighting this uphill battle, which it just continues. Backdash is great, but no punish. Can't be leaving that on the table. Headbutt. Use your stealth as the projectile, damn it.
You know, like, Honda, he really is one with the Hadoken. He has become the Hadoken, but Doma becomes one with the perfect parry. Has Prototype in burnout. This is a fantastic situation. Not going to spend any super gauge just yet. Wants to push Prototype into this corner to preserve the super gauge. Going to be expending the rest of our drive gauge as well to get the kill on a Prototype.
Level 2 does. I don't think level 2 kills here, though, because of the scaling. A very greedy finish, and I might be wrong. I was wrong. Thank God. Thank God, that's me. I'm not the Kimp player. That's a Knuckle Dude Dojo representative. Sorry, Doma. I am now familiar with your game once again.
Excellent anti-air from Prototype, just checking the aggression, but Doma pays it back in spades, and now, once again, Prototype pushed into the corner, and Doma running all of their offense. Yo, big opportunity here for Prototype, but Doma techs the throw, gets the sweep. Prototype is just locked into this player 2 side corner, Jake.
Yeah, every single time. Like I said, it's like watching the round starts on repeat for how we're getting to that position, but Prototype being the one willing to spend its time to get a lot of that drive gauge back. More importantly, Doma's gauge is in desperate need of help. A headbutt will do it. Maybe a butt slam, and that's why you see the DI come out. Doma said, you're going to headbutt me, but I know you know.
Excellent call there by Prototype, and Doma trying to bail the anti-airs, gets the shimmy as well. Launch into the Azuna drop.
Great jump back, and not able to find the punish on that, but the OD butt slam finding its mark. A little bit scared there. Bolt and burn out the throw isn't going to be enough, and now you have a full gauge Doma on your coattails, but the trade is more than enough. Great utilization of the spacing. And Prototype getting the check on that stand light kick, taking us to game 3 between these two. This is a hard one. And like I said, if Kim gets going, it is hard to stop the onslaught, but Prototype's defense has been great.
Yeah, and we have to highlight that one too, because Prototype spends most of this time in these matches locked up in the corner, and Doma is working their way towards the player 1 side now. But regardless of that, Prototype has been able to check plenty of jump-ins, find their opportunities to escape. They don't check that jump-in, and so now Doma gets a huge jump-in combo, sets up the spray can. The drive reversal will relieve the situation, but the can keeps him locked down in this corner. He can't escape.
Yep. Taking these situations by stride and mostly trying to continue winning the drive gauge war. Light string not able to get confirmed. Drive rush cancel could have gotten a kill. And the check again. The green stuff is not allowed in these streets.
No graffiti allowed in the London streets. You can see just how dismally British it is. Colorless cobblestone for the roads themselves. Doma gonna go ahead and play a little bit of RPS here with the Kimberly options.
Shimmy.
Gets another shimmy. We saw that both Noah and Enzo in the previous set. We're not really falling for each other's shimmies, but Prototype is one to try and tech the throw. We wake up with the super, escape the spray can detonation as well. I think Doma was trying to stock up on another one, but Prototype not having any of it.
Yeah, getting a little cheeky on the stock up there. Finding a way out of the corner, but the perfect parry cross up, but it's a safe jump. You're in a terrible situation now, the OD command grab Oshio. Hungry, here's the beef. Taking us the final round here. Oh!
Okay. Bit of a scramble here, but Prototype finds the jabs.
This could become such a very Kusage matchup if they start just special moving around. It's like teleport, headbutt, butt slam. What's going on now? First time we've seen Prototype get the edge in the corner. Going
Do it
for
again,
the
you want?
cancel. That hands. We saw that get punished before. Just jab on wake up, but Prototype lets it rip this time.
And with it, we'll take game number 3, going up 2-1 on Doma. We already have production update, the score for y'all as well. Doma trying to maintain some offense. And again, classic situation. Prototype locked into the corner, but Kimberly unable to check these headbutts, is getting mauled to death by these spacing traps. Prototype now putting Doma into their own respective corner.
That stand medium punch is a criminally strong button after the adjustments. Like, look, he just gets to lock you down, continuing attacking the drive gate, and it's so far-reaching. It's 2 perfects in a row. 14 letters. Can you give me 21? No, you cannot. Unless Doma's going to put one on the board. We'll find out.
We will indeed see. Shouts to True Tech resident Colorado Springs Kimberly player, one of the GOATs to ever played on the sticks for the Colorado FGC. Looking for some answers for the Honda matchup as a Kimberly main himself. We'll see if Doma's able to give him some insights and answers. We're not really seeing any opportunity for Doma to demonstrate the new Kimberly buffs to the spray cans, as the only thing she got in this patch was just some reduced scaling. I think they scaled the combo by 20%. Now they only scale it by 10%, so she gets a little more reward whenever she uses the spray can in any of her setups for like throw into combo or combos into it. Oh, but here we go. This is a big opportunity for Doma, able to get the full cash out as well. Probably gonna have to spend the level 1. We do.
Doesn't have to use the can, though, so that is a benefit here. 1 round away from taking us to a 2-2 Game 5. Because Lightyear in the chat, another Kimberly, saying don't steal any of this tech. I really want to know the context behind the flame, but I love it. Kimberly on Kimberly violence. We're supposed to help each other. Perfect parry comes out. Can is evaded. And the wake up mash into level 3. All right, walk speed in action. Damage in action. You got to make this work on Prototype. We've gotten a couple shimmies. We've gotten great spacing trap situations. And finds the wake up. Drive rush, crouch, medium kick. This is going to pay off huge. Isn't enough to kill. It is with the OD air Tatsu.
Right.
Game 5, baby.
Fantastic stuff. Our first Game 5 of the West Coast bracket tonight, courtesy of Doma XD and Prototype. Hana deserves to get mashed on. That's crazy. Blazing Phil. I dig it, though.
Always be pressing.
Always be pressing. Well, I had a fight on Dragonball FighterZ net play today. Delay, wake up, mash, like everybody was doing, and I was like, gosh dang it, what do I gotta do? Oh, but look at this. Doma locked up in the corner. Now Prototype, the one able to exude their own offense. When does the DI come? There it is.
That's such a frustrating situation to escape from, too. If you've got no bar, especially on Kimberly, where your level 1 is hella slow, you feel hella bad. And this is a great position for Prototype. 1 round away. This is rough.
Oh, the armored headbutt as well. Prototype hasn't really represented that option at all in this set, and now that we're in Game 5 on set point, we're digging into the deeper layers of our RPS situations, but we corner ourselves here, and the drive gate's about to be burned out. That's why I see Prototype press. I'd rather die swinging than die getting chipped and burned out. Doma, though, gonna force the issue by spending the level 1 and the spray can just to add the extra damage. Now you're stuck within this situation, Prototype, and you have to wonder, when is Doma gonna send out the DI? They trade, no combo available for Doma just yet, but Prototype with a massive jump out, able to relieve the pressure and put ourselves back into mid-screen, but Doma resets with the overhead. Oh, you nasty!
And level 1 should do it here. It lands. Yep. Not even gonna have to spend the can. Going to final game, final round between these two. This is so rough.
Final game, final round. Great comeback there from Doma. Bring up, go for the throw here, trying to call out any armored reversal option, but Prototype with an excellent whip punish.
Oh, the reach on that stand medium punish is so dang good. He needs it, but it is obnoxious to fight out with great check on the drive rush again, knowing that the Oki isn't real after that throw. Let's see, though. She's continuing to chip away at the drive gauge. That is the name of the game. Cannot escape the corner yet. What is it going to be? Finds the punish, but no, burn himself out. He didn't have enough to drive rush cancel. He didn't have enough to drive rush after 1,000 hands into 8,000 ways to die, and it is the sumo circle to get it done. Great confirm from Prototype. Love the idea, the DI, but we added an E for everybody at the end because Doma has died. It is a 3-2 finish for Prototype. What a way to finish.
What an excellent choice of pressure routing too for Prototype as well, recognizing that I am in burnout. I have no access to my drive parry or to my drive impact, and so what is Doma most likely to do? Send a drive impact to call out any sort of headbutt I could do. So instead, I'm going to send in the hands themselves. We're going to break through the 3-hit armor of drive impact, and we have the super buffer follow-up as well to secure the kill. Excellent situational awareness for Prototype to close that one out, and it looks like everybody in the chat is going to have to be waiting to see what Kimberly has to do to beat Honda for another set. Doma advances on to winner semifinal, where he will be facing off against NoahTheProdigy. But before that, y'all, we got ChrisCCH and Zach Boz. Jake, break it down for us.
Yeah, this is a Seattle classic here. Both of them come to the salon frequently. Chris comes when he wants a large prize pool in his pocket. He also shows up to every quarterly. Zach Boz as well has come and consistently placed well at the tournament, getting first or second almost every single time he's in attendance, either losing to ChrisCCH or Dr. Danny Pham. So a Seattle classic here that we'll get to see. It's going to be the Chun-Li versus the Ed, most likely. Chris also plays almost every single character. He might be playing Terry today. I'm really excited to see what he can do. Ed's changes weren't really that negative as well. They like the meter adjustment is negligible. He can still do his dream combos, still gets his desyncs, and still gets to exhibit how knowledgeable and strong a player can get, because that character gets better the better the player is, which is so fun to watch.
Yes.
I want to watch, because another feature that we had in this patch, I want to watch Chris fight AI Chris, because I watched Momochi fight AI Momochi, and it was so funny, because seeing someone who's as like precise and calculative and, you know, forward thinking and wants to go second fight against that exact archetype is hilarious, because watching Momochi go through like, oh no, this is what it's like to fight me, was so nice. It was incredible. So hopefully we get to see that again. I want to watch Chris do that. And then all types of players. Like, I don't want to fight AI Jake Ryan. That sounds terrifying.
So the disrespectful RPS from both of you. Y'all gonna be DPing each other. Like,
we're both plus. We're both plus, and we just DP on our plus frames or something. Yes. I don't know, man. It's slop. It's bad. I'm just like, dang, you really like that? I'm like, I'm an animal. Like, you know when you fight somebody online that you've never run into before, and you're like, oh, this guy's so frustrating to fight. How many people are gonna feel that way when they fight their AI version of themselves? I want to see it. I want to see either people love the feature or get really upset because they call themselves a scrub. That would be so good. So good.
You know, it reminds me of like Broski's own comments on that one. It's like, okay, first time I'm ever going to play my AI self, I'm going to DI him, and if he reacts, then I know it's all fake, because no way
it's not real.
My AI, it's not real. There's no way my AI has young man reactions. I'm too old for that. We're just waiting on, I think, Zach Boz to connect into the lobby. I'm hearing the players ready up, so we should be getting into the Seattle Classic. Shame that they had to face so early on in the bracket, but if I recall correctly, the top 8 is seeded based off of the ladder results, so it was a matter of how everything came out there. We're trying to get everybody to show up at the moment.
Yeah. It's True. True Tech said, my AI reacted to raw meaty DI. I knew they was fronting. I'm 38.
38.
I mean, LeBron won a gold medal. He's 38. He's not even 38
sure,
anymore. What's your excuse?
Like that, man. Don't downplay yourself.
Button. That's not even. That's you. If you had a little bit more juice in the tank and a little bit more dog in you. Oh my God! Yeah, bonjour.
Yes.
I love this picture. Yeah, this is so good. The microphone is covering what it says. Yeah, LeBron. Mais oui. With the back and the music as well. Production shout outs to you. Y'all are hilarious. Man, oh man, what a great community we have. And while I'm wearing some amazing merch that we have from FlyQuest as well, you can go ahead and go to flyquest.gg and get your hands on some of the world's merch. Oh yeah, we gotta get it right in there. Boom!
Yeah, get in the shot.
Read the letters. We're fighting game players. We can't read the letters, but if you go to flyquest.gg, you can get some even hotter merch with the world's jersey. There's shout outs to the League of Legends team. You know, incredible roster. We got Masu, one of the cars. We have, you know, Inspired, one of the best jungles to hit the lanes. Flippo in the top lane, who has just been doing an incredible job. You have Lucio as well in the support, just constantly, you know, recognizing and excelling with interesting picks. And nothing new to see here. Mikex versus JB, the Rashid versus Ken. Tale as old as time. JB on the Street Fighter League Team 4C9, going to be fighting against Mikex, who's previous Capcom Cup qualifier. So not really, I actually don't know how well Mike is doing in the leaderboards this time around for the CPT qualifiers, but no slouch, has Master on multiple characters, has Legend on multiple characters as well. So I want to see how this goes, because JB is no slouch, one of the best Rashids in the world.
Quite true indeed. We are pivoting away from the Zach Boz and Chris matchup, excuse me. I'm looking at Mikex and there's ChrisCCH. Had all the letters and the names jumbled in my head just because Zach Boz wasn't arriving just yet. So we're going to be checking in, seeing what's going on. We'll give you all more updates on that as time progresses. But for now, enjoy Mikex and JB. If I remember correctly, JB, one of the DreamHack champions. Trying to remember which one it was, if I have my tournament right as well. And Rashid, you know, many people were hoping that this level 2, this great Desert Storm, would have seen some nerfs, but no, it is unchanged in this patch. The only change that sticks out in my mind for Rashid was a nerf to his crouching light punch being less effective as an anti-air.
Oh my goodness, but JB unrelenting in the corner. Even though the level 2 is, survived excellently for Mikex, you still have to deal with throw loops, you still have to deal with this obnoxious pressure that JB will lay on, and it's 4 throws to send you into the throes of defeat. Great second round from JB there, and about to have the level 2 again. That's the scariest part.
Now let's see. Mikex trying to get something started, but it's JB's turn. We barely missed the perfect parry opportunity. Mikex still under duress as JB is very touchy. And now we're going to let Sar drop plus frames, get off of me, drive reversal, get a little bit of drive gauge back as well, and another perfectly timed drive reversal. But now Mikex is in burnout, is going to try and alleviate the situation a bit by going into the level 3 to regenerate that burnout drive gauge. Damage JB's life bar and his own drive gauge, and now Mikex, you gotta play neutral situation. Excellent 3-hit confirm.
Yep. Caught the forward dash, which is huge. Great anti-air, though, from JB. That is not easy to do in that situation. Punish counter confirm as well. Out of burnout. Mike has an opportunity to fight back. The back dash again on the throw has been excellent. And the challenge with the crouch medium punch into the shoulder. You can. Gets it done. Mikex, the first game.
Yep, coming down to the last read on JB's throw. He's been demonstrating the willingness to put Mikex down on the ground over and over again, and Mikex makes the call out, says, listen, I get that you're not going to adjust, so let me be the first. Back throw into the corner now, trying to hold positioning, just looking for JB to jump, but JB fights his way out on the ground. Excellent interception on that drive rush with the standing medium kicks, and Mikex now is looking to maul the rest of JB's life bar using this player corner, but hold up!
Your corner is as good as mine, but again, challenging out, understanding the spacing. JB just could not continue that light string, and that crouch medium kick accidentally placed, so really hard to deal with. And just letting these stand roundhouses rip. Not afraid of the spacing. Great light kick confirmed. One more guess. Do you try to perfect parry? No, take the throw. What is it? Is the Hamburglar trying to escape? Goes to throw tech. Oh no, you don't have enough health. It only hits good players. Ah, damn.
Hate to see it. Mikex with the proper mind game. JB too good for his own good. Loses that round from that reaction. Has the level 2 built up, so just needs the opportunity to drop it, and I would imagine that was a perfect time, but no, wants to save it and do as much damage as he can to Mikex. Mikex ain't having any of it. Let's the shorter you can rip. And now JB with the full setup and combo right here. Put him into the corner. Now we're just back into the throw mix game. Looking for the shimmy.
Oh, it didn't get a drive rush cancel. Doesn't matter. Counter hit on the wake up there after getting blessed by the overhead. Mikex, though, he's one round away from taking a nice lead in this set.
Oh my god, though. Excellent jump out there from JB. Mikex a little too quick to try and preempt the situation. So now JB gets to set up his mix-up in offense. Another throw as well. Still hasn't spent any of his super bar in this game. 3, do I hear 4? 4, do I hear 5, chat? Overhead!
No. That's what made it so hard. You're thinking about the potential backdash level 2. You're thinking about throw loop. You're thinking about strike. And there was nothing else on your mind except this next game here.
Gotta point out, too, that JB won that game without spending a single super bar. That's crazy.
Hey, sometimes it'd be like that. So, oh my god. Is it, am I not mistaken, is it 1-1 here? Or was that the first game in totality? Because
No, Mikex won the first one for sure.
Yeah. So it's 1-1 here. We're on game 3. That was a quick round on the board. Damn!
Yeah, Mikex not happy about the outcome of that previous game. Just trying to even things up for himself. Nice. Good whiff punish from Mikex. Tatsu can get the corner carry here. Forward throw as well. Let's see if Mikex will be as aggressive as JB was with the throws. There's a second one. Just going for jab pressure. JB scouting throws. Side swap, but sure you repa. Let it rip.
Yeah, never afraid to bust out with the reversals. Both of these players are known for their willingness to send it. And we're sending Yasar right on over. Not going for the throw just yet. Trying to find the hit. Great defense, but look at the drive gauge damage. You have to try to survive, and you put yourself in that reversal situation. We saw DIs get broken by multiple hits. This time, it is going to be the spinning mixer, and that was rocking a hard place. Who's going to take game 3 here, Mangaka?
I had to find out if JB's able to start this monstrous corner pressure with the throw loops that he's been able to demonstrate. Mikex will have it rough. However, it's Mikex who's in full control. Has JB in the corner. Get me out of here. Spinning mixer.
tried to go
Checking
for
the
the
jump
air
as
to air.
well.
Yeah, he tried to go for the air-to-air there with the jump medium punch into the Tatsu, just didn't find it. JB was already soaring on in, level 2. Oh my god, we're in Florida, help! The tornado's here!
Can't put out all that wind with fire. You're just adding fuel to that storm. JB closes it down and will take a 2-1 lead on Mikex.
That overhead was meaty as hell. Also, that ODDP from Mike, it looked like, you know, a nice bet, but he just got eaten up by that tornado. Like you said, it only fans the flames, but in the wrong direction. And this is falling apart for Mike real fast.
JB, beautiful whiff punish right there, but we block the overheads. Mike now constantly check JB. Let the man play. Good God.
Nah. Oh, yep. Minus as hell on that. Was looking for the throw, so tried to go for the low crush, utilizing that Dragon Lash. But that is one lashing straight on the board. A victory for JB. Set point here. Oh no. Yep.
Bait.
It was good spacing because in that situation we've seen consistently JB go for that OSDP to punish those poorly placed Jin Rise, but when it's spaced appropriately, you're gonna whiff.
Yeah, master class being put on display for Mikex and how to pilot Ken and use his strong tools. Tries to hold the parry and get a drive rush, but now he's in burnout. JB will swap sides. That was crazy. But now he's got the standing pressure. He has the level 2. He's going to drop it. Jake, he wants to close out this round right now and advance on to winner semifinal. And Mikex has to hold all of this.
Still there. That's so much chip damage. Finds the level 1 to escape there on the throw. Excellent stuff. You did not want to take that next hit, but he's still in burnout, which means JB can continue to apply pressure, but the slide did not end up working. Trying to catch a walk back. Mikex aware, holding his ground, trying to take us to a game 5.
I mean, the fact that Mikex, Jake, was able to escape what should have been a lights-out situation for him, absolutely monumental. Finding the perfect moment to send the level 1 reversal, cornering JB, and then enduring the rest of the pressure while he was in burnout. He's going to get a good rip of damage right here. JB has access to level 2 again, but he needs to find the turn to actually use it. Mikex has him smothered in the corner. When does the throw come through? It doesn't matter. We send it with the level 3, and we are going to another game 5.
Yep, we saw the attempt from JB to challenge out there, tried to press. It was that stand light kick just connecting true, and that is taking us to game 5 here. That's what's so hard. And the thing about this too is JB mentioned it. He's mentioned it on his stream. He does not like fighting Ken. So this is a matchup, especially like fighting against Mike, he's pretty surgical with his button placements. He's very good about like stretching his pressure, not overextending himself for the most part. It's hard to crack a player like that, especially when their DPs are like when they're hitting, they're hitting. And that's how it feels a lot of time for both these players, because when they're on their reversal and defensive game, they're untouchable.
And now Mikex making sure that both of these players are doing plenty of touching, able to trade back and forth. What a cheeky little attack there from JB. Full combo here, knockdown. What's the next move, Jake?
Yep, anti-air comes in. Really consistent change that we saw at the beginning of season 2. Wonderful throw. Let's see how this goes. And no, the shimmy not taken. Whirlwind shot, and again, we see that same situation. Goes for the up fireball to catch the potential jump in. ODDP on the punish attempt. We're not on layer 1 here of just punishing the driver's raw. It is JB creating that situation again and again. And this is a situation we all know. I don't know if we love it, but it sure as hell will burn that gauge and baits the throw. Massive damage. You've been rewarded. Ding, 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 ding. Yes. 2 more times. I don't know. Oh, what a delay!
Massive. Frame trap going to be excellent here for JB. Needs one more touch. Couple throws as well. And there it is! JB will clean up, taking Mikex down and advancing on in winner's side.
That backdash was so well placed. We hadn't seen it that often from JB in that corner position prior to that moment either. We had seen the throw attempt, we have seen the delayed button, we've seen his willingness to get blown up by the ODDP, and it didn't come out there. So finally, when he wasn't able to take the throw, that's where you throw the whole set away. That was mad good. We've had some great matches so far, but I'm a little thirsty. I need to get my water up, guys. Go grab some sacks. Pals, go grab some drinks, and everybody, we'll be back in 5 minutes for even more Street Fighter 6 action, so don't go anywhere. We'll be here soon.
I'm the best.
GG's.
I'm the best of all time, baby. Let's
Okay,
hear
man.
it.
You're so good. How are you so good?
I love you, Jake.
GG's.
For new players, I would probably recommend Braum for how easy it is to just swing and attack. If you like just being like a big reliable like support or like tank type of player, I think Braum does that for you. I also think that his moves are pretty big, pretty swingy, can hit from pretty far away. So you don't have to worry too much about movement. That's like the big thing with Braum. You know, just get in there and just hit them and just protect your friend.
For new players, I recommend Ari because you play a game like this because you want to finesse. You want to move. You don't want to just do things without purpose. Anti-air is as simple as it gets. I kept it extremely simple, but I mean, you can go a long way with just those. And this character is so elegant, so smooth, and you just want to dance when you play it. And this is the character I recommend.
What we need is combos. We need straight combos. Everything needs to do at least 50% and then land into a mix-up. We need mix-ups too. New players should play Echo because, as I mentioned before, we need a mix, right? And there's almost no better character to mix than Echo. And it's pretty easy too. Everything needs to be a 50-50. You can't have anything less. No 49s or 51s. Then you gotta get them assist calls. Assist calls. After that, nothing else.
How's the balding? That was my question.
How's the balding? I literally grew an afro. I'm actually been keeping it at bay. The worst but the best interaction that I've ever had with a barber, because I moved from one barber to another. I would always be like, yeah, line me up, blah, blah, blah. The newest barber is like, yeah, just don't line it up, right? Don't line. Keep it natural. I was like, oh, hell no, he said that. Do not push that back is what he said. That was his actual advice. It's not that bad. Okay,
Oh my God.
All right. We're literally never coming back.
Simple. Look at that.
And there's like so many different things that you could talk about.
We're gonna make a shitty f***ing tier list. Best way to live his life.
Oh my God! Pump to God! FlyQuest over! Champion! Let's go! Pump to God right there.
And welcome back to the West Coast of FlyQuest's Fight Series tonight. I'm CD Mangaka, joined by Jake Ryan, and we are bringing you the second phase of our top 8 bracket tonight. It's going to be a little bit accelerated, as we did unfortunately have to see Zach Boss DQ out of the top 8 bracket tonight, and we also had Enzo the Hokage, I think, play against Doma XD off stream just to keep things on a bit of a tighter schedule for y'all tonight. So we're going to be going into the winner's semifinal, and from there, we'll be going into losers quarterfinals in our very first set. Now that we're back from our short little water break, hope you all staying hydrated, is going to be NoahTheProdigy of Twisted Minds and Prototype. This should be a Luke versus Honda matchup. So Jake, break it down for us.
Yeah, it's going to be, I would say, a matchup that is pretty favorable for Luke. Can play the Sandblast game, has great anti-airs, throw loop as well, great walk speed to shimmy against Honda. It is going to be an uphill battle for Prototype, especially when you're fighting he's the best, like, Luke main in the United States. Like, you're fighting against him, Mr. Memphis. All right, he's taking you to the trenches because the hole is dug. You're done. Prototype, Godspeed, brother, on that Honda. I hope your mini game is at its peak performance because you're gonna need the full build, not the Prototype, to get this done. Also, shout outs to Ika Sukis for the tier 1 sub. Everybody supporting the FlyQuest channels. Really appreciate y'all. If you haven't already, drop a follow. And if you like fighting games, share with a friend. And if you like Street Fighter, we're back in the action. Winners semifinals.
All right, starting off a bit slow. Drive rush pressure. Prototype content to walk back, checks the jump in. Now we're just going to have a little bit of poking here. Let's slam. What side was it on? Not even Noah knew.
All sides. It hit. Yes.
That is why that gluteus is Maximus. Oh, nice, but no follow-up there, actually. Prototype leaving some damage on the table, potentially. Gets whiff punished as well by the knuckle. Wake-up drive reversal just to alleviate some of that pressure. But Noah still walking Prototype into this corner. A very familiar place from the Doma XD set that Prototype was able to clutch out and win earlier. But now you're up against Noah. We read the throw, parry, the knuckle as well, and now Prototype gets a turn to play.
Yeah, that was one of the answers that we saw Enzo utilize against the charge knuckle relatively effectively with the perfect parry there. I think you can get the kill here. Nope, going for the safe jump. No. What a delay! And the hands are gonna meet their demise. Why you reaching? I'm teaching. NoahTheProdigy. What a jump out. No fear for the potential headbutt anti-air.
Nah, just says, listen, this is what I'm going to do. When it's going to work, you have to have that confidence to make a read and go for it. And even then, again, we're seeing that Noah's getting checked by these jump-ins, but it's very minimal damage, right? Like, you're only just taking a normal's worth of damage, not really an extended combo or anything like that. So jumping for Noah here, pretty just fundamentally sound choice overall. He's willing to barter a little bit of his life gauge just to test Prototype and see if he can land that juicy jump-in combo. Trying to control the space right now. I want you to look,
I wanted to call out the spacing that Noah is playing out right outside of the light headbutt, in range to punish the heavy headbutt, and out of butt slam territory because it's all Memphis all day. It was spacing excellent. 101 with NoahTheProdigy. Every single time his drive rush pressure didn't work, he walked all the way back. If you're wondering how to play against Honda when you're not able to crack him open on defense, make him go back to full screen neutral. That is what, and you're seeing it right there again. He's like, I'll just jump back, create the space, try to run away.
Look at this. We're trying to go for these jump baits to get Prototype to try and throw tech. Noah playing like his controller DC'd for a moment, but Prototype not lured in. Gets the next hit right here. Not able to get any more than just a couple of normals as well, so some damage potentially left on the table. Excellent parry there from Noah. Going to be able to launch Prototype and take him closer to this corner. We've arrived. What a backdash though, Jake.
Yeah, we've seen the I was gonna say we've seen the backdash a lot from Prototype to deal with these throws. Cause I mean, Honda, he's got OD headbutt, he's got backdash, he's got perfect parry. He can try to jump out of the corner. He's got his DP is really risky. Because if you get blocked, you're done for. So I really like that from Prototype, willing to show every single defensive option. NoahTheProdigy though, his other ideas, the Sandblast. He's a little bit too close, but it doesn't matter. The perfect parry king himself, finding an opportunity to go right back to the corner.
Empty jump throw, trying to call out a perfect parry on the media. Excellent cross cut as well. Catching Prototype, holding north it would seem, and now Noah looking to bury him 6 feet deep, but we don't get the perfect charge. This is actually a potential opportunity for Prototype to make the comeback.
There's no fear. That's the thing that's so scary. Noah with the spacing excellence again, punishing the drive reversal on wake up. I know he's in burnout. It's a guaranteed out. But Noah was one step ahead and he saved the bar. Yeah, the thing about Noah too, he's at that level where he's not looking to just win the round. He needs to make the decision to holistically win the match. And that's where the meter save is important because it just changes how he can play. It enables him to spend that drive gauge like there is no tomorrow because level 3 is a great defensive tool. I don't need to have green.
Look at this now. We're going to burn ourselves out once more just to get Prototype into this corner situation. Delaying a little bit, trying to bait the headbutt and stuff it on startup. But good anti-air from Prototype.
Oh,
perfect
wow.
parry once again. This is a massive opportunity. This is a scaled starter, so Prototype not going to cash out everything just yet. But one throw. Do I hear two? Not yet, because we don't have the Okazemi for it.
Yep. You can't take this next command grab, but you can't take the strike either. Not sure if it was a counter hit, but NoahTheProdigy maybe losing the second game. Prototype has to feel good about that one. Really stopped Noah in his tracks and punished him for being in burnout because normally he's so good at finding the opportunity to CA, to level 2 out, to level 1, to try to bust out, and we didn't get to see that meter get spent.
Look at this Prototype, just again doing an excellent job of contesting all of Noah's attempts at air approaches, whether it is from using his grounded anti-airs or air-to-airing himself. But Noah, no slouch on his own either, able to use the Shoryuken. We check it with the chop once more. Noah, drive gauge very, very low for him right now.
Nice, that was great. Yep, huge opportunity. Punishing on the plus frames, again, trying to challenge after the headbutt, not afraid, goes for it again. Noah's just not finding these opportunities after the headbutt minigame, and that's what I said. If Prototype has the minigame on deck, the full version, it's going to be hard for Noah to fight.
Consistently perfect parrying, Sandblast as well, so Prototype able to react correctly to the right version, get the timing, but Honda not really a character with a fast-moving or far-reaching drive rush, so he's not able to perfect parry the fireball and then approach after that opportunity like some other characters could, but even then, you're talking about Sandblast, one of the best fireballs in the game.
Level 1 is going to do a massive amount of damage here. Continuing to try to sandblast. That's why we're seeing the neutral jumps. And oh, anti-air this time! Caught a little bit off guard. We haven't seen the OD headbutt as well. Goes for the butt slam. That's why if Noah goes for any drive rush pressure, he's going to be in trouble. I think we'll also beat the sandblast and end up getting the kill. And we'll see the OD catch the jump this time. The neutral jumps, while they will work against the slower versions, OD is always a threat.
Indeed, and again, Noah just so patiently holding down those options, recognizing that Prototype probably didn't have the HP to armor through any of the sandblasts, so he just had a free license to fire away. Trying to jump once again, looks for a perfect parry on the landing. Prototype not giving anything up, but Noah will give up the rest of the drive gauge. And now with this back throw, Prototype, you have to make this count.
And the level 2 comes out, like I said, utilizing it as a defensive option. Does not need the drive gauge in order to survive in those situations. What makes Noah such a threatening adversary. Oh, this is massive. Do you cash out, though? No, not even
yet.
Burn. Ocho, not enough to kill. Drive gauge is back. Noah going for the drive reversal. Needs to find the burnout. Not getting it. Gets the perfect parry spacing. Doesn't spend, though, to get the burnout. You have to be so careful. Watch for OD headbutt. Not going to be able to use it now. And it is a long walk. If he finds the crouch medium kick, if he finds the stand fierce, he can get the confirm into the level 2. That's all he's waiting for. He's waiting for that opportunity. Not finding it. Overhead does connect. And NoahTheProdigy takes a 2-1 lead. Oh, too much to look for. Not enough health bar. Good stuff to establish a dominating lead. That was such a clutch position for Noah to be in, too.
Absolutely. I mean, Prototype had Noah in the corner, but with Honda's movement options limited from the lack of drive gauge, Noah was able to keep boxing out, threatening the sandblast pressure, and then Noah made his move just before Prototype's drive gauge came back online, which would have put Noah at the disadvantage. So just excellent timing, luring Prototype into that sense of playing it slow, waiting for that advantageous opportunity to come, but Noah made sure it never did. Now we're starting off, and it is a scrappy game number 4 here. Prototype with a small life lead right now, but Noah just needs that one touch to even it out.
The thing is, he already has the install in, so he gets that extra extension. If he finds the butt slit, brother, I dropped the combo. I swear, I saw it happen before it happened.
Yeah, you were looking, you were like just not gonna say anything else. You're like, nah, there's nothing else to say. You dropped it, but we don't drop the command throw setup. But Noah, that's a sliver of health left. Prototype in burnout, but you got 48 seconds to play with.
It's so hard. He wants to drive rush forward. He wants to find the punish on a potential headbutt, but the neutral jump against the charge knuckle was an excellent decision. Prototype. Great read so far, not only with the butt slam, but playing in burnout, showing that Noah's not the only one who can navigate this dire situation. What a medium punch.
Full corner carry here as well. Good tech on the throw. Noah with the correct choices on defense. Not with punish for that. Prototype, again, so consistent with these perfect parries against these charged knuckles, just like Enzo earlier. And now Noah once again cornered. Perfect parries the jump in. Prototype tries to jump out, expecting a back throw punish attempt, but instead it's a little bit of a scrambled situation. Noah with the throw, will corner Prototype.
Great delay throw there off the drive rush cancel as well. Up down, no perfect parry on the jump in. Great frame trap. Catching the mash from the likes of Prototype. Not going to burn out. With one more Oki situation to guess for your drive gauge, but that level 3 might have Noah's name on it. That's one throw. You can't take two more. Air to air. And gets the stop. Tried to get the anti-air, but the chop did not come out. There was no judo in those hands.
It was all Noah's hands, that jumping fierce from Luke. Able to close it down, and now Noah sitting here at a potential set point. Prototype needs to complete the offensive strings they've been able to put together. They've had advantageous positions, Jake. They've been able to put Noah in the corner. They've been able to land the mix-ups, but they just haven't found that final interaction to close the gap, and that's a testament to how good Noah's defense and neutral is.
And I think we caught a jump there, delayed jump from the likes of Prototype. That's where Noah found the opportunity. Overhead is blocked, though. You've got one more guess, really, to make this work out. Noah's so close to burnout, though, and that's why Prototype knows he has to go in now. He has to stop him from getting to that third gauge. Double jumped in, found the light, and this level 2 should just be a wrap. That is Twisted Minds, NoahTheProdigy, taking Prototype straight to losers, straight to Memphis in a 3-1 fashion.
Phenomenal play there, and I have to point out as well that at the start of that set, Prototype was so good at checking Noah's aerial approaches, but in that final round, so many jumps from Noah unchecked, unable to actually stop Noah from jumping in, and that was a huge deciding factor within this set itself. As consistent as Prototype was when it came down to those clutch final situations, both in the corner in the second to last round, and in that final interaction that we got to see, Prototype finally fell apart. And Noah is going to secure himself winner's final, so he's guaranteed top 3. He is in the money tonight for the FlyQuest Fight Series. And now we're going down to the other half of our bracket today, where it's going to be ChrisCCH, who was able to advance on after Zach Boz had a DQ up against Cloud9's own JB, to see who else is going to get into the top 3 payout money guaranteed.
This is actually an incredible match to watch, not only because of, the Street Fighter League US implications, but the World Warrior leaderboard implications, because both of these players are currently hotly contested alongside Nephew, who didn't get into Street Fighter League US. I'm really surprised about that one for the points, because West Coast being a super region, we get 2 slots. The first slot goes to the number 1 in points, and currently it is ChrisCCH, JB, and Nephew duking it out. So this is a preview to what you can expect the World Warrior to continue in the 4th and 5th iteration. There's only 2 more events to determine that leaderboard, so a lot on the line between these guys, and a lot of player history. We've seen ChrisCCH during Street Fighter V. He got second, I think, 3 times at the World Warrior. He had never won a World Warrior before. It was always Nephew taking him out. JB also having strong performances. So really love to see this match as it's developed in Street Fighter 6, as both these players have gotten even better.
Now we will see. It is going to be JB versus ChrisCCH, Rashid versus Ed, 2 characters that had a couple of small nerfs to them, but overall they're very much functionally the same character. Their strengths are still very much intact. Their potent level 2s are available. And now let's see what will happen for here. JB going to let the spinning mixer rock. Both sides crossing to that level 1 power spike, but it's the second level that is going to be a huge determining factor. ChrisCCH holding the presser, reads the throw excellently, is able to punish after the backdash, and now going to be swinging with the boxer. Gets in with the throw. JB got one more guess, and you didn't block low. That's a round for Chris.
It's so dang hard to escape once Ed gets the pressure going. His ability to catch you walking back it's so dang good. His reach with his flicker normals is also such an incredible boon. And I mean, the one weakness is anti-airs, right? He has stand heavy kick, his DP is a little bit slower, so already you're seeing JB find these jump-ins, and that's not enough to dismantle Chris just yet. This level 2, it hasn't gotten you anything as of yet, though. Great defense from Chris.
Checks him with some flickers. Chrissy still locked up in this corner. JB finds an exit. And now you're going to be taking the pressure right here. We've seen that JB is no stranger for throws. He's going to be enforcing it, adding onto the mental stack. When does he fake it out? The drive rush telegraphs the overhead. Chris is able to block it. The SCA available as well, but we check it as well with the wind, and there it is. JB's able to close out that round, taking us to final round here in the first game.
Both characters have their obnoxious level 2s available. However, Rashid isn't going to be building meter while his is out. You can still get 2 dream sequences in the same round. So a level 4 might be in JB's future. Chris has to find that first opportunity, and the wind is rising to start off this game. The tornado's still there. Ah, dude, that's so rough.
No.
That's how it goes. Like, you don't want to take any more drive gauge damage, but in the corner, this is where damage control feels good. Huge opportunity. Let's see what Chris does. First throw connects. How many more are you willing to take?
Nice. We block the jump out cross up here, but now Chris is in the corner. We threaten plus frames off of the flicker. Trying to grab once again. Just playing it slow as well. JB just trying to bully using Rashid's fireballs. Slow and steady play between these two as they're just inching back and forth. Chris getting a little more impatient in these situations, trying to make the next play. Has that level 3 in the back pocket, has access to level 2, finally connects with the throw. Uses that kill rush to close the gap, and JB slowly walked into the corner.
Oh, such a good check to close out that first game. The sniper in his hands. Finds the box. Finds punching bag, and it's labeled JB C9. See you later.
Later, indeed. A very contentious game 1 between our competitors here for our second winner semifinal of the night. And Chris starting off feeling himself after clutching it out in that previous round. Oh, look at that. That walk a little back shimmy as well, just to catch JB.
Yeah, Chris is so surgical. I literally, when I fight against him and I see other players fight him, I feel like he is sent to punish all only. That is what it feels like, and that is what is on display here. ChrisCCH has gotten momentum. I need to see the adjustment from JB, whether it be a little bit more willingness to reversal, finding that spacing a little bit more, but against Chris, that's no small task. That is a hard task, and that is a great answer to the charge. Flicker, you're not allowed to send that if you're willing to DI, and I know the answer being, oh, just DI sometimes doesn't feel good. We're going to the corner. Do you have a dream? The desync is there. Let's go. You're mine. You're mine. You're mine. You're mine.
Oh, coast to coast. Beautifully executed. And Chris able to build up just over 1 bar as well. Only a slight reduction to the meter gain that he was able to receive, but still very much functionally the same. Bust out with the level 1 as well that he had access to because of his perfect execution on the dream sequence. But JB says, that's a nice level 2 you got. Hold mine.
The reason he went for the level 1 as well is because it keeps him out of that burnout situation. He gets the confirm after the knockdown. What do you mean? Ah, dude. How being right never felt so wrong, mangaka. Ooh, that hurts.
Oh, hurts indeed. But JB certainly feeling great about himself for landing that.
Why would he get a full combo after getting knocked down? The tornado should go away, man. Come on.
Capcom disagrees. We'll see if we can get them to agree with us. But for now, we still have to hold this for a little bit. It will have to be another patch cycle, for that is where our nerf resides. We will
I don't think we're getting one, man. Oh, the check! And he can't level 2 here. A little bit of an awkward setup, but he caught the jump. He caught the jump, yeah. No counter hit. That's how you could tell he thought the throw was coming, and that's why he tried to head to the skies. The Cyclone is no more. 2-0 lead for ChrisCCH.
And despite all of JB's impressive demonstrations, as well as the power of Yasar itself, Chris has not dropped a game yet to JB, trying to send a statement within this set itself. And eyeing Noah in winner's final, but JB, once again, one of the most dominating players when it comes to their corner offense. But Chris smells out the first throw, doesn't let JB get started, takes the second one as well, even after we mixed up the timing on it as well. Perfect parry into DI for the proper punish. Excellent matchup awareness. And look at this, we forego going for a combo just to put JB back into the corner, but just like that, JB says reverse.
Yep, found the gap through the cycle as well. Incredible stuff. Wonderful check with the flicker. You can't take this next strike as JB, though. That's what's so scary, because if you do, it is lights out. You're mine. No meter spent. Set point in for ChrisCCH. 2 bars on deck. This is looking rough for Rashid.
Rough for Rashid. JB maybe taking too many notes from their League of Legends counterpart on their team for this set, but still opportunities left, but it is slowly dwindling away. Oh my God, it's done. It's so over.
Nah, you got another guess in the tank.
Got one more guess, yeah.
CA is there. You want to use the level 2 if possible, but you're about to be in burnout. You've got very limited options, and Chris can chip you out almost guaranteed if he starts a sequence, and the whip throw leads to a perfect. That is a 3-0 throw with the quickness from ChrisCCH over C9's JB. And just to tout back to that point, I was mentioning for Street Fighter, not for Street Fighter League, but for the World Warrior, I actually looked at the leaderboard for these players, because we're going to be seeing them playing in the World Warrior, not only at the FlyQuest Fight Series, upcoming in these next couple of weeks. Currently, Nephew sits at 125 points. JB is at 115, and ChrisCCH is at 110. This is such a hotly contested race. First place, mind you, qualifies for Capcom Cup, right? So one hell of an opportunity, such razor close margins, where Chris, Nephew, and JB have all won one of the World Warriors. That is how it's been. That's how hotly contested it is. You have Noah coming up behind as well, Snake Eyes there, Samurai, Enzo the Hokage, and then 801 Strider. It is a bloodbath in that leaderboard. It is messed up. I'm glad I get to talk about the game, because I entered one, I did pretty all right, but being able to beat them three times and 2 more times after, that's too damn hard. Too damn hard.
No, man, that's a very Herculean task to ask of anybody, but certainly it is a hero who must rise up to that occasion and to be a figure of myth within the Street Fighter 6 competitive scenes for it. With that said, we do have our winner's final set. It will be NoahTheProdigy up against ChrisCCH. But for now, we are jumping down to the losers part of our bracket today, where it is going to be Prototype up against Mikex. So this should be a Honda versus Ken matchup. And as a Ken player yourself, Jake Ryan, I imagine that you certainly understand this matchup in and out.
Yeah, I think this matchup can be pretty good for Ken. It really depends on how he's able to navigate around the stand medium punch from the likes of Ken. But we're actually not even going to be talking about Honda. We're going right into Rashid versus Ken. And I talked about how this matchup feels before. It's JB doesn't like fighting it. I think it's even. It really depends on who gets who to the corner first and who can win the battle of attrition. Are you going to DP or am I going to DP? That is the question. Who's putting the cards on the table? Obviously, I think that Rashid has a much better level 2. You see Ken, he's just well-rounded, very conservative, strong overall. His fireball game isn't as strong, so navigating around the whirlwind shots can be kind of a pain. His jump in is incredible, but there is a lot of places where Rashid can just really excel. So if you see too much crouch medium kick, you'll get overheaded over. If you see Jinrai, we've seen the OSDP pay off really well. Enzo keeps the stuff airtight. JB the same way. I think this is just going to be a battle of player skill between these two.
And we are getting right into it right now, y'all. Our losers quarterfinal match for the top 8 tonight, and Enzo the Hokage slowly chipping away at JB's life bar, gets the sweet punish as well. Perfect shimmy from the run, but no follow-up as well. Unusual drop from Enzo, who definitely would remark is one of the more consistent and clean Ken players out there in the United States in terms of execution.
Hard to find that punish though off the crouch medium punch. It is only +3 on hit, so you've gotta really earn that hit. You can go into the potential run DP, but getting that confirmed early is hard, and letting it rip early. JB about to be in burnout though, didn't have a lot of options. A little bit of decision fatigue there. Maybe tried to jump, didn't have the parry on deck. Would have burnt out anyways. So good closeout from JB. I mean, good closeout from Enzo on JB.
There we go. Now JB actually getting to start off a little bit of offense here. Runs up, And again, starts getting handsy. Throw has been an integral part of JB's offense, more so than many others who, like Enzo, I think, like to rely on the implied threat of throw when it most counts. But just like that, Enzo willing to demonstrate that I can be wrong about my points. Do I hear 4? We go for the shimmy on the third one. Perfect position to go for the cross-cut DP. And anti-air JB. Enzo just needs one more hit confirm to close out this game. A couple of stray hits, but nothing much more than that.
Yeah, it's hard to get that drive rush cancel on the stand light kicks. Even though it's punish counter, not a situation that is, easy to pull off consistently. No drive reversal just yet. Can take 2 more throws here, so Enzo is okay with this. Can take 1 more throw here, so Enzo's okay with this. Goes for the tech this time. Again, the check with the stand light kick. Not able to get anything as a catch up with the jump in. He's going to be more than enough. First game to Enzo the Hokage.
Very well done there. JB did his best to try and get back within that round, spending the level 2, but Enzo pecking the correct throw, because ultimately, if you take the throw too many times, you do eventually lose. You do have to make a choice on the right one at that. So well done by Enzo's part, and there we go again. JB more than willing to say, listen, all these throws add up to the combo that you're so scared of taking. Enzo gets a little bit of a turn, but just like that, JB snuffs it out, puts Enzo back into the corner.
Great decision to perfect parry there, too. I mean, in there, you're scared because if you get punish countered on that parry, you just die, but it doesn't matter. JB's willingness to burn out, getting the close out there, round on the board, trying to take us to game 2, to game 3 with a 1-1 lead. A 1-1 score. Oh, the throw loops are coming again. Great frame kill variation from the likes of Enzo as well. Checking the mash. This is looking good.
JB had a reversal, too, so he was trying to send something out, possibly a spinning mixer, and maybe got wind shot instead on accident.
These stand light kicks are venomous. They are picking apart at JB.
So venomous. Snake in the grass, biting at JB's ankles. JB finally gets his hand around the Viper's throat, but just like that, Enzo lets the rest of the poison run through.
And the Shoryupa. Get me out of there. Love an ODDP. Lockdown baits the uppercut. Absolutely mental from Enzo. Great frame kill again, keeping that spacing with the stand fierce. Trying to find the air to air, not getting that jump medium punch. The angle was just a little too awkward. And it chipping away at this gauge, but the punish counter is massive. I wonder if he missed the crosscut, just didn't walk under close enough. And now, if you get hit by this strike, you get a level 3 in your future, but it's going to be a level 3 from Enzo. Finds the 3-piece. Off the light confirm. Not a lot of guesses left in the tank for JB. He's low on gauge, he's low on life, but he's not out of options.
Just yet, and he's going to send the most important option, able to call out the strike or the throw. Enzo choosing the latter, and now we get to see one of the rarest critical arts in the game. And just like that, Enzo was in burnout, tries to trade with the DP, but JB had the life to survive. Enzo did not. We're all tied up 1-1.
The reason he went for the heavy DP there is he was expecting a raw DI to come out. If you don't do it off of a drive rush, then that DP will trade. It hits 3 times, would break the DI and give Enzo a chance. So I love that attempt, but I love the awareness from JB. 40% off the top, not able to get away from the OD Arabian though. Enzo is feeling good about this game.
Quite indeed. Already had a read on another OD spinning mixer. Spend the drive reversal on wake up as well earlier on just to keep JB off of them. However, JB finds a will, finds a way, gets the overhead confirm as well. Sets up. Enzo will parry the high and low, but now JB gets to run the throw loops. We have a reversal, Jake, and I think Enzo possibly either wanted a DP or the level 1 to corner JB, but didn't get the correct special reversal option to come through, and so it's a round of JB.
Yeah, I think the level 1 would have been the better option in that situation, just to preserve the drive gauge. But it's already off to the races. 10 seconds have passed, and you're already off the chart. 60% of your health is gone, JB. Good luck. There's one throw, though. This is where it all begins. Both of these characters in the corner absolutely excel. They maul each other to death.
Yeah, but again, Enzo with these standing light kicks, able to contest so many ranges and spaces that JB wants to try and close the gap.
Crouching only. Yep. Boom.
A second serving.
Yep. 3 times.
A third time.
He doesn't have to spend the bar. He doesn't have to spend the bar. It was just enough. 21. He can play Street Fighter. He sure as hell can't drink. But man, that was a great way to close the round. Crouching only confirm, mind you. So really great awareness from Enzo on the perfect punish. for that scenario to keep his meter intact and build the most bar possible as well.
Amazing preservation there from Enzo. Just demonstrating that he's more than a young kid with reactions. He is also optimal in his decision-making and his execution. Almost second to none, many would argue. JB, though, goes
what
for the
a
shimmy.
triple shimmy! Oh, dude, happy feet. Locked down to the ends of Earth. He can't really afford to take this strike, and that's why JB is just holding this spacing. He's just holding this range, gets the level 2 setup. And yeah, that's a wrap. Big counter hit. I think he tried to recover from the parry. I'm not sure. All I'm sure of is that we are going to game 4. Yeah, you'd have to watch that one back.
I'm not sure what Enzo was trying to do, but disaster strikes and JB will take the set lead so far. Enzo trying to once again get something started for himself. They will trade, so that does deny Enzo the combo that he would have liked to have received. No, I love the way that JB just used Rashid's movement to escape the corner, get himself back into mid-screen. But Enzo is on Ken, just needs that one hit, and Ken can basically grab a hold of you and instant transmission you to the corner as if he was Goku himself.
Oh, yeah, what a great parry punish right there. Going for the top parry on, very common -3 situations. And yep, there's the level 1. More than enough. Kick the hell out of him. 1 round away from a game 5.
See if Enzo will be able to take us there. JB just needs about 1 more full combo, I think, in order to secure that level 2 power spike for himself. Gets it right there with the Eagle Spike, and here we go. Yasar is out. Enzo the Hokage. How do you escape this situation? We have to hold all of this pressure. The drive gauge tip damage on Enzo. He waits out the storm. He's able to finally make the confirm as well. I think he got off pretty well, all things considered.
Yeah, the spacing just wasn't there, though, for the likes of JB. Not biting on the shimmy attempt this time. Looking for these opportunities. No anti-air. A little bit of an awkward angle. And again, working his hardest not to burn out, but yeah, level 2 should get that drive gauge super low. You have a level 1 super Rashid kick. You still have a chance. Fireball comes out and wake up. He gets the perfect parry timing. Not a perfect parry, but perfect parry back to not burn out. OD Lash confirmed. We're going to game 5. That was JB being so precise. Even though he didn't get the perfect parry, he didn't burn out, gave him a chance. But the perfect parry, OD Lash punish from Enzo, chef's kiss. Clean stuff.
Phenomenal play between these two, as both of them are trying to get into that loser semifinal spot. That's where they are in the money and guaranteed to get a little bit of hard-earned cash for their hard work tonight. JB trying to eye it for himself, has Enzo once again cornered, and I think this is again one of the scariest situations you can be in this top 8 bracket. But oh my god, the scramble.
That had to be an input error. Put it in a little bit early, so he did not get the cross cut. Great spacing so far. No punish off of the punish counter, though. Gotta get those confirms, and it's hard. This is a battle of micro adjustments. And Enzo's one strike away from... no, he needs 2. He needs 2.
Yeah.
It's JB who's in the lead here.
Enzo at risk of being taken out. 2 throws, 1 strike will do it. The OD Hadouken, though, able to come through, and Enzo wants to full cash out as well. He has himself in burnout, but he has JB cornered. He goes for the throw bait with the jump. But yeah.
Bit off more than he could chew. Yeah, that was... He had to be right and ready for the neutral jump was JB, but the challenges are still coming out from Enzo.
The low will connect from the drive rush as well. JB wakes up with the mash, actually able to side swap and put Enzo into the corner with Yasar bearing down on him. Holds the parry, gets a little bit there, gets counter hit out of the parry recovery frames, I believe. And JB gets a full combo as well. This is looking like a nightmare situation for Enzo as the throw loops begin.
There we go. First OD reversal we've seen in a while. We saw the level 1 get represented. Last game. He has the 3 bars, and now he has CA, which means if he gets this strike, he can actually just kill it. It's got to be the right starter, though. Maybe a stand fierce, maybe a crouch medium kick.
Oh my god.
Stand light kick isn't going to be the magic button in this situation. He's trying to find it, though. Trying to find the spacing and going to find a way right to the at-home bracket. More than... No, it's not enough. Number 1, I lied. I'm sorry, chat. 3-2 for JB. He sees it through. That level 1 was clutch. The Super Rashid kick to kick Enzo right on out of the bracket. What a set.
There will be no feeding the children tonight. Enzo the Hokage, you're going to have to ask your ma and pa for a little bit of dinner money now because you're not earning it yourself, young man. But Cloud9's own JB, happy to get into the top 4 of the bracket himself. I'm being way too savage to a 13, 14-year-old that could beat my ass in these brackets. Love you, Enzo. Big fan. I just have to tease. And with that, we're going to go to the next losers quarterfinal match as well. Prototype and Mikex, I believe. I think we're going to double check and make sure that everyone is going to be showing up and able to play. I got my eyes on the motherboard chat just to be sure that we're able to give you all another hype important set. I hear it. You hear it?
I hear it. Mm-hmm.
Show me. Show me Prototype and Mikex. I hear the Ken theme.
Oh, I see Honda and Ken, baby. We're in.
Let's go. We made it. Do the beach. We in vacation mode. Prototype is the player 2 player on the Honda. Mikex is the player 1 with the Ken. So we will have production switch the names around just like that on cue. Phenomenal work as always. Shout outs to all of the TOs, all of the camera crew behind the scenes as well, making FlyQuest Fight Series one of the best online weekly brackets that y'all can sign up for, not only for Street Fighter 6, but for many other games as well. We believe they've been hosting for Guilty Gear Strive and Tekken 8.
Yeah, 2XKO, just about everything. Marble 2. They are a premier fighting game broadcaster and non-premier character in Honda. Getting that first round over Ken. This character's been pretty good.
Now, see, I gotta wonder if Enzo and Mikex are just simply doing the Ken downplay strategy, right? If they go out at 5th place, then, you know, well, it was justified. Ken didn't need to be nerfed at all, right? Like, that's what this is all about, right? Like,
nah, I don't know about that. I don't think that's the narrative here.
It certainly is.
Because Enzo also plays Akuma, like, you know.
True.
You know, it's better. Mikex plays every character. These are top tier enjoyers. Great throw. You can't really afford to try to perfect parry here anymore. We saw the backdashes come out of Prototype in the last set, which allowed him, you know, to survive for quite some time. But if you get hit, you actually will get CA'd. But yeah, it's going to be a cheap kill here. Gonna need the level 1 to do it. Love that from Mikex. That means he can build this level 3 in the next round, which can prove lethal for Prototype.
Both Mikex and Enzo demonstrating a mastery with Ken Masters, able to just push the combo damage to the utmost limits in order to preserve their resources, which sets them up for success. It is that long game that you must play with all of the resources that you have access to in Street Fighter 6, whether it's on a round-to-round basis with the drive gauge or throughout the entire game with the super gauge. That is where I think a lot of the important macro decisions and the flow of the game itself is determined. Prototype, though, has Mikex box him in the corner, low on the drive gauge, burns himself out. Will this come back to haunt him, Jake?
2+. I'm not sure if there is gonna be a haunt, but yeah, you can't really afford to miss a throw tech win for the raw DI, and it is not gonna pay off. Prototype's willingness to jump out of the corner, backdash, have all been shown before, and this time to jump out is the excellent answer to the red stuff. What a shimmy. And the perfect punish too, getting the crouch heavy punch, love that.
That is phenomenal execution there from Mikex. Down 1 game to Prototype. We'll get that score updated for y'all in just a moment. And here we go, Prototype now, adding on the hands. Full conversion here as well. The execution looking a little cleaner than in some of the previous sets, but great awareness there from Mikex to check the drive rush fake Oki.
And the thing is, he's not entertaining any of the idea of potentially perfect parrying these Jinrais yet. I want to see how he will show it, because a big way that enemies have been dismantling Mikex has been the Jinrai punishes, the ODDPs, whether it be, but the reversal to beat the reset. He saw it hit 3 other players, and he says, not me, I'm not a victim, I'm a fighter. A street fighter and a Marco Wolves fighter. I'm in both the city of wolves, the city of the streets. I ain't getting hit by no sumo.
Street Wolves, City Fighters, crossovers that we never knew were possible.
I like City Wolves. Street. Yeah, I mean, yeah, City Fighters, Street Wolves. That's pretty good.
Thank you. Take him through here. Mikex will get mashed out on Prototype, able to escape. Catches him with the low as well. I think Mikex was anticipating Honda's overhead. Second serving low. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yep. And I mean, that's also the scenario. We've seen the attempt to walk out of the throws. We've seen the backdash as well. Mikex wanting to get out of that situation. That's where the drive rush cross medium kick, it's just good old reliable, man. We love that button. Uh-oh. What a check again. Gotta do the real stuff. You better hit me. Don't act like you're gonna hit me. Just hit me. Nice.
Right
heavy.
there.
Yep. Nice counter hit confirm as well. Awareness from Mikex, making the small situations big. Do you level 3 to try to reverse against this potential DI? It's not even coming yet. No anti-air.
Yeah, just had to go for the parry to option select between the left, right. Was not able to determine which side it was on in the moment. Mikex trying to find Prototype, but Prototype remains calm, just holds the Jinrai pressure. He's now at a burnout, but a perfect parry from Mikex. Cashes out on the drive gauge as well as the super gauge. And Mikex will tie up our set 1 apiece.
Something I want to see from Mike, which it's hard to integrate, is we're not seeing a lot of run overhead. We're not seeing a lot of the overhead Jinrai. We saw it once. It is terrifying because, you know, you get the mash from Honda, he'll get the knockdown, but that's where you're seeing Prototype get a lot of mileage off this, you know, crouch block, attempt to perfect parry. You've got, like, Ken has to put himself into that, like, risk factor. Obviously, he can just piece you up with a battle of attrition and attack the drive gauge, but I think that's another layer that would really benefit here.
Possibly so, right? But at the same time, Mikex could be worried about the moment he goes for it, right? Maybe Prototype lets rip a DI. And gets a full punish on it as well.
Clean.
What a jump.
Yep, the right arm of the Forbidden One. That jump fierce. Hurts something fine. That headbutt has a 100% hit rate at that range. Mike has not found an answer as of yet.
It comes out so fast. It's such in close proximity as well. Just sort of impossible to deal with it. Especially when Mikex wants to try and press his advantage, but Prototype holding back to charge. His headbutt move gets put into the corner. I love the delay that Mikex did
level
too.
2?
Yeah.
Is it enough? Oh, I don't know. Nah, no shot.
Right.
Run overhead, maybe? Nope. Goes for the frame kill.
Gross.
Baits the fierce. And it was a counter hit. Like, you saw him pressing there. He potentially thought maybe he was going to go for a bigger button. But ready with the punish. Mikex 1 round away from a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, indeed, and I love how Mikex delayed his offense just a moment to catch Prototype press and delays it again. Ready for the reversal super from Prototype, and now Mikex says, go ahead, spend the rest of your drive gauge. Will miss a meaty overhead setup, but maybe for the best. Prototype was holding parry on wake up there. Mikex finds the next hit, cashes out once again. It's a perfect for Mikex. Domination.
That was a clean confirm off the stand like kick. It's something that we saw Enzo dropping a couple of times earlier, so seeing Mikex show us exactly what that situation is meant to boil down into has to feel good, right? Because it shows you why that button is so represented in these neutral and these scramble situations, and how it can change rounds. And even though you've got the horizontal reach, you were a little too slow, buddy.
And now Prototype gets a monumental punish right here, and Mikex just eats the raw jump in. We're going to cash out with a level 1. It's not just enough, but it's a perfect as well for Prototype. I mean, Mikex at that point just like, yeah, GG's, next round.
Yeah, you just let that. You go next. I mean, that was after a perfect from Mike as well, so we are trading hits. This is a very scrappy set.
Back
Dash
throw.
again.
Yep, excellent dash there from Prototype to evade the throw. We get the Jinrai here. Walk forward. I love that little walk forward from Mikex. Well, walking forward to put Prototype into the corner, then using parry just to guarantee that we block it if we got our sides incorrect. Wake up with the OD Shoryuken as well, but Prototype able to check the run-up drive rush. Says, nah, you don't get Oki off of a DP. Who do you think you is?
And he got the sumo charge right there too, which means the butt slam to get the full confirm, which allows him to get this kill. Take us to game 5. And that is incredible. That was such a great sequence too. Gets the charge, goes for the trade off OD hands, and then OD butt slams because Mikex is trying to play the fireball game, and just wasn't on the same page. Game 5 here between these two though. We're going the distance all these matches, Mangaka.
Yeah, well, I'm always a fan of more Street Fighter 6. Always great to see that no matter where you go, no matter what night of the week it is, no matter what coast it is, everybody here is playing so incredibly well, adjusting to one another, having completely firm execution. Prototype with the drive reversal is going to relieve some of this pressure. He's trying to perfect parry these Hadokens. Mikex mixing up which ones he's throwing. Try and keep Prototype on the defensive here. Yeah, that's why you see Prototype press too. Did not want to get pressed into burnout side. Listen, I'm going out swinging.
Sometimes it's the art of getting hit. Do you try to perfect parry here? And that's exactly what happens. He knew that another strike would burn him out. Wanted to, play the cards in his own favor. Not going for the fierce DP this time, knowing that the punish came before. A little bit more chip for level 2 isn't going to do it. It's okay, he
no
recovers
punish.
in time, and now you get
Yeah.
the chip kill no matter what. A great level 2 spend. The spacing was too hard for Honda to punish, and now you've got one hell of a battle set point here from Mikex.
And that is just how optimal we are with these decisions. Mikex just recognizing a full chip out kill sequence that wasn't even from the super itself. That is how deep into the rabbit hole we've been able to come in our 2 years of Street Fighter 6.
She caught the landing, gets the full Tatsu confirm as well. Keeping that gauge healthy and intact. A little bit of a delay on the medium punch. Finally catches a jump. You can't afford to take any more of these throws. We have not seen a single OD headbutt come out of Prototype. Is now the time. Is now when we see it. We still have meter. I want to see if we try to represent it. Not just yet. It's not there to beat the Jinrai, but you're burnt out. No DP as well. Try to get
Again, the
five,
parries. And
perfect
speaking
parry.
of,
Ooh,
Mikex should be able to build a level 3. There it is, Jake, as Mikex will finally overcome Prototype and Edmund Honda and getting himself into the top 4 where he will be facing off against JB, the person who sent him to losers in the first place for a run back with all of the money on the line. This is going to be so sick to see.
Yeah, I think where that match really boiled down for Mikex's favor is we did not see a single OD headbutt punish on Jinrai. We didn't see any perfect parries. We didn't see the, DI minigame get represented. It's just those layers were never achieved. And you guys better heat up for this next set. So get your layers, get yourself a snack, because we've got the last 4 players in our bracket that are going to decide who our FlyQuest Fight Series champion is for the West Coast. So please stay tuned, stay on the stream, tell your friends, because we've got even more Street Fighter right after this break.
I'm the best of all time, baby. Let's hear it.
You're so good. How are you so good?
I love you, Jake.
GDs.
For new players, I would probably recommend Braum for how easy it is to just swing and attack. If you like just being like a big, reliable like support or like tank type of player, I think Braum does that for you. I also think that his moves are pretty big, pretty swingy, can hit from pretty far away, so you don't have to worry too much about movement. That's like the big thing with Braum. You know, just get in there and just hit them and just protect your friend.
For new players, I recommend Ari because you play a game like this because you want to finesse. You want to move. You don't want to just do things without purpose. Anti-air is as simple as it gets. I kept it extremely simple, but I mean, you can go a long way with just those. And this character is so elegant, so smooth, and you just want to dance when you play it. And this is the character I recommend.
What we need is combos. We need straight combos. Everything needs to do at least 50% and then land into a mix-up. We need mix-ups too. New players should play Echo because, as I mentioned before, we need a mix, right? And there's almost no better character to mix than Echo. And it's pretty easy too. Everything needs to be a 50-50. You can't have anything less. No 49s or 51s. Then you gotta get them assist calls. Assist calls. After that, nothing else.
How's the balding? That was my question.
How's the balding? I literally grew an afro. I'm actually been keeping it at bay. The worst but the best interaction that I've ever had with a barber, because I moved from one barber to another. I would always be like, yeah, line me up, blah, blah, blah. The newest barber is like, yeah, just don't line it up, right? Don't line. Keep it natural. I was like, oh, hell no, he said that. Do not push that back is what he said. That was his actual advice. It's not that bad. Okay,
Oh my God.
All right. We're literally never coming back.
And there's like so many different things that you could talk about.
We're gonna make a shitty f***ing tier list. Best way to live his life.
Oh my God! Pump to God! FlyQuest over! Champion! Let's go! Pump to God right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. We are here at the top 4 of our FlyQuest Fight Series West Coast Edition tonight. In the winner's side, it is NoahTheProdigy up against ChrisCCH. And in the loser's side, it is Cloud9's own JB up against Mikex. And tonight, I cannot wait to see how all of these matches are going to play out, as we have $200 in the prize pool on the line for these players to fight over to see who walks away with the lion's share of $200 for first place. I'm CD Mangaka out from Colorado. Joining me from Seattle, a very recent transplant there from California, Jake Ryan, the based one himself. Jake, tell me, how you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I've always loved watching Street Fighter for the West Coast, East Coast, worldwide. It is an incredible game to behold, and the scene has just been developing each and every patch, each and every character drop, and it has been a treat to watch scenes thrive, especially with the World Warrior system having super regions that qualify 2 players to the Capcom Cup, offline events that are qualifying, and a plethora of online tournaments, this one included, that it really supports the scene and gives players multiple ways to play. If you haven't watched the FlyQuest Fight Series before, this is a ladder event, so everybody gets to fight everybody, and that's where we determine this top 8, where we're now at the top 4, which is incredible. You know, some of the best players in the West Coast, in the world, and as I was saying before, these 2 players are hotly contested on the World Warrior leaderboard. It is ChrisCCH versus NoahTheProdigy. There's one event right now that is going to determine who moves on to grand finals. They've got other events to play later, but it is Ed versus Luke. Noah versus Chris, the Burnout God versus the Neutral Menace. Let's see how it goes. And in the corner you go, Chris. You might be the first one to burn out. I did not expect that. Survey says Jake's a liar. I'm Jake Lion, not Jake Ryan. Aw, damn. What a DI.
Snake Lion at this rate with that forked tongue you speak with. NoahTheProdigy, though. It's a nice combo right here. Chris waking up with normals, trying to swing.
Oh, double whip! That's Street Fighter, baby! That's Street Fighter! That's a mental space trap. That is a elevated Giga Brain, Giga Chad spacing trap. Just whip the throw, bro. They're gonna throw too.
It's a very human reaction to see a throw and say, "This is what I'm supposed to do."
You thought you put hands on me? In these streets?
In these streets?
These are the trenches. This is my land.
All right, let's see. Oh, Chris. Oh my God, look at this. Noah he's just sitting there. Ever so menacingly. Yo, this is going to be
why are you walking?
Why are you walking at me? Overhead reset, Noah!
Dude.
That was mean. That is disrespectful. Like, man said, I'm going to burnout to reset your ass, and it's going to work. That's crazy.
I love how Tall Cardinal in the chat said, drink every time Noah burns out, and he predicted Noah to win. He knows what he signed up for. He just wants to have a good Thursday night, and he picked the right place to be. We did not pick the right special move, though, to start off the round. A little cheeky there. Let's see what happens with Chris getting this first initial lead.
Thursday night with how much I'm going to have to hydrate for that bet.
Yeah, it's going to be rough, man. Drink your Ollie Pop of choice, man. That's where we're headed.
All right, now Chris back into this corner. Noah just holding position. I mean, he's just literally just holding down back, just like waiting for Chris to move around, trying to get the bully through with the sandblast, but oh no, the knuckle's going to completely whiff on the jump in, and we wake up with a parry. Noah once again burnt out by Chris's own hand, so give a little bit of credit to the other side. And yeah, I feel that. You felt that, didn't you?
That Fierce is so good because you know that Noah loves to press that stand light punch, right? The forward movement comes out real fast. Same thing with the crouch light punch. Doesn't give you that forward movement, but the spacing was so good from Chris. But then again, he is not anti-airing. We call that the Noah jump. When you start jumping on somebody and you're like, damn, I cannot anti-air this guy, that's a Noah jump.
Goes for the target combo reset. Noah gonna try and swing, not biting on the shimmy. And now Chris getting a couple of anti-airs hits, but Noah still finding it, putting Chris towards this corner. And the slow fireball actually able to catch out the neutral jump. And everybody and their mother tonight, Jake, has been able to parry that knuckle so perfectly. Chris immediately answering back Noah's win with one of his own. Oh, this winner's final is violence, and we have chosen it tonight.
Yeah, so dang good. ChrisCCH again with the resounding composure there too after getting forced into the corner, forced into a deficit in that first game, and it's 1-1 on the board. It looked pretty good too off the rip.
Okay, a little bit of delayed press there from Chris. More of a anti-landing than an anti-air, but works out for him. And look at this, man. Noah just getting bullied in this neutral. His approach of just sort of being very passive is, I think, starting to get him in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, it can happen, and that's what's hard. Like, when you want to play second, fighting against someone like Noah that is constantly taking the initiative, constantly willing to press, it can get a little scary. Not gonna lie.
Oh, look at this. Chris finds the next hit, gets a full cash out as well. No super gauge required, just the drive gauge. We're gonna be looking refreshed for round 2 as Chris is on a 3-round win streak.
Nice. Walking in the corner again. Chris not afraid to challenge out. Noah gonna get a lot of damage here, but not finding the right pickup. Level 2. Dream decent combo. We're kind of close to the corner, so he has to go for a different route here. That's why we see the ball get used up in that fashion. Chris having all the optimal routes on deck. Taking the hit. Remember, level 3 is there. He goes for the DP to beat the charge knuckle. He's already ready. Huge punish counter, and that's a wrap. 2-1 lead for Chris. That was incredible. He ODDP'd the hell out of that charge knuckle. He said, get the hell away from me, bro.
4 rounds in a row as well for Chris. Unbelievable. I mean, this is a performance that is showing gaps between these two tonight, but see if Noah can bounce back. He's not out of this yet. Needs to win 2 games in order to steal the win out from under Chris. But I mean, it very much looks like Chris is on top of things.
I sent production a picture that if Noah is able to win this next round, I need to see it on screen because Chris is 1 round away. Noah needs to do something in particular. He normally says he's locking in. I don't know if he can do it, man, because right now Chris is on another level. Oh, dude.
And the ODDP again. The classic option select. On everyone's lips as of late. Cross up, though. This is big for Noah.
He gets out of the corner. That's what's most important. Oh, again, OSDP. No drive rushes. Level 2. Nah, he's ready.
He will just get a throw for his troubles. Chris trying to use it for more of like a block and pressure idea. On that range, Chris!
Yeah, the one time you don't expect Noah to jump, he kept him locked down. So, dude, and eliminated ChrisCCH with the clinical conclusion to that set. That was a blow up. That first game, all Noah. The next 3, Chris said, "Welcome to Seattle. You want to see the needle? Cause the medicine's here, man. Doctor's orders. Get out of my match. Get out of my lobby. Go fight JB in losers, man." He's not even getting JB yet. He needs to get Ken or Rashid. And your reward is the Psycho Crusher himself, man. That was nuts. ChrisCCH.
Dominant show right there. And I have to kind of question the strategy that Noah tried to bring into the mix of things, right? Saw him play largely passively against ChrisCCH in that neutral space, just like holding down back, letting Chris walk around, trying to poke out with these flickers. I'm not sure if it's just like Ed is able to have like the normals to sort of outpoke Luke at those ranges, and so he was trying to play a little slower, or if he's expecting Chris to be a little bit slow himself. But overall, it just let Chris take full control of the momentum of that set. And now we're into loser semifinal. Cloud9 JB up against NS Mikex. It's going to be Rashid versus Ken. Now, reminder, y'all, JB was the one who sent Mikex to losers in the first place in a 3-2 lead, and I think a lot of that had to do with how JB operated their corner pressure, going for many throws. So will they adjust that to catch Mikex trying to adjust a set too late? We'll have to see.
I mean, Mike's current Capcom ID is Mikex. In the first throw situation, he did tech, so maybe it's you know it's a smoke screen. You're trying to get him to delay tech, and yeah, spend all that cash. Excellent confirm from Mike. Huge punish on the level 1. Knowing that JB, you know, he could have gone for ODDP to try to escape. Goes for the level 1 because it is invul. Same end spot anyways. So this is looking good for Mike so far. Has to feel good. Yeah, negative into DP. That's my GOAT.
That's my GOAT indeed. JB willing to take the risk to catch Mikex out, but wonderful call out there. The crouching light punch able to catch. Crouching medium punch now. Mikex going to a full burnout as well, but the level 3 secures the kill like you said. Mikex takes game 1. He wants this run back. He is burning hot for it.
That was like 40 Street Fighter seconds. That was fast. I'm not gonna lie. The way Mike plays and JB, I've seen JB has the willingness to play until that timer is gone. Mikex, he is always at Mach 10, it feels like, unless he's fighting against a player who is just as respectful as him, and the baits from JB are paying off huge. Give me that corner. Give me that optimal position, and now it is time for a spacing masterclass. What great awareness from JB, and that is a huge punish. Yep, charge roll 1 shot, get him to whip, and yep, you had to try to escape somehow. That was a salesman round, a wasteman round.
Love how JB is very much mixing up what he is doing on these knockdowns. The very first one, too, he went for the jump in, but didn't go for a jump in normal. Mikex was waking up with the perfect parry. You instead saw JB land into a crouch light punch to call out those perfect parries that you're seeing a lot of players go for against these safe, meaty jump ins. JB dropping the level 2, Winds of Yasar. Full drive gauge damage, gets the corner carry as well into combo.
Yep.
But look at this, Mikex undeterred, perfect parries yet again.
Yep, that's a rock, paper, scissors situation because the strike will burn you out, and that's why we see Mikex showing the willingness to go for it. Not even get the full confirm. He had the right timing on the overhead, burn himself out, gets the cross cut. Another opportunity, needs to find the chip in the front, stop pressure. So much APM. You think he's playing StarCraft, now we're playing Streets.
Excellent choices there from Mikex. Gets a nice confirm as well from the 3-piece, like you said. Crouch medium punch. Again, the delays. I love how these players, they're making a move and then stopping for just a moment to try and bait out any sort of reaction. A big jump in from Mikex. Has JB locked up in this corner now. Looks for the anti-air. Does not get an OD Tatsu or any follow-up from the jump medium punch. Just keeps JB locked up in the corner. One more hit is all Mikex needs, and he is hungry for it, Jake.
Yeah, and that is so rough. In this burnout situation, you still have 3 bars, which means every single gap is an opportunity for Mike to kill, and that's exactly what we see happen. The first time he has an opportunity to jab, he is pressing. Active defense wins championships. That is a 2-0 lead for Mikex. He was pressing. No regard for his own life. He said, I could take the throw, I could take the hit, I could take his super, and I could also take this game.
That There's the risk-reward calculations that you must have in order to make those brave decisions. Things that many would criticize a random diamond level player from going, but we're looking at some of the finest in North America to ever put their hands on their controllers for this game. JB, do you have it in you to pull off a reverse sweep? We're going to have to find out here. Currently holding an advantageous position with Mikex bottled up in the corner.
Massive pickup right there. Only has the Eagle Spike to close it out, which is huge because now you start this next round. One knockdown, you get level 2, and everything can fall apart for Mikex, but no check on the drive rush. Already starting off strong. Mikex loves
Jump
this
back.
position. Yep. Ooh, no anti-air. Oh, it's so rough.
Win shot, even position there. Mikex definitely thinking about that spinning mixer on negative frames. So JB able to buy a little bit of leeway now. We get the full combo here as well. And here it is, right? We're going to see some classic JB pressure, throw into throw.
3. Counting together. Oh no, went for the shimmy that time, expecting Mike to go for the tech. Only needs one more counter hit confirmed to really close this out. Any crouch medium kick into super. He's trying to get the burnout there, which is most important. Do you opt to do it yourself? Yeah, that's why we see the drive reversal, and he immediately goes for a cheeky situation. He's just going to keep taking his plus frames. Anti-air comes in. All you have is level 3. All you have is level 3, and it is
JB waits it out! Master class in letting the opponent hang themselves. JB having all the time in the world to wait out Mike's aggressive active defense. And just like that, we got ourselves a potential set cooking.
That was great. And the level 3 came out from Mike because, you know, Whirlwind Shot is just going to absolutely eat up the level 1. Your level 2 can't really be used defensively. So that's why we saw the level 3 come out. But JB already knew, was already ready. He spotted his fair share of Kens.
Oh, nah, you perfect parried that. All right, JB, he's cooking right now. Oh, once again, we get a little throw whiff situation. No one really finding the advantage, but JB holding on to his with his advantageous positioning. The drive rush will connect as well, and JB seems to be reversing the script.
Yeah, he was looking for the perfect parry drive rush punish there on the fireball, but still found it anyways, even without the perfect parry. So missed opportunity from Mike, but that was such a good OD spinning mixer. We've seen that consistently on the drive rushes where he's just found it so damn well. He's going for the shimmy, overhead block. Everybody's defense against Czar has been so cracked. Like, damn good. Great confirm as well. That's one of the changes that he got. Ken needed it. Nah, he didn't need it, but it's nice. Nice quality of life. We like that combo.
We take those. We take those. All right, Mikex now trying to threaten some offense here. Perfect parries. Goes for the 5 standing light kick, actually, instead of a DI. So he's choosing his own tool for the situation. JB, though, with the setup, goes for another shimmy there, but Mikex not biting on the throw tech just yet, but JB will close this out, and just like that, as quickly as we were 2-0 in Mike's favor, we are just as quickly into Game 5!
Yeah, that was JB becoming a spike wall every single time Mike tried to drive rush out of the corner, tried to crouch medium punch out of the corner, tried to dash out of the corner. That stand fierce was waiting. The 5 fingers sure as hell said something to the face, and it said Game 5 is where we're at now. Mikex firing on all cylinders again, though. About to be in burnout, and this is looking so good for JB so far.
Now, things are slowing down just a little bit, so Mikex has some room to play with, but it's still JB finding every single stray hit. We get a nice counter hit confirm. Mikex in the corner, still choosing to mash. There is no text, even though it is in his name.
That perfect parry. So good, checks the low. Not able to get a punish there. Full charge, and forces the drive reversal. Yeah,
Medium.
he's gonna be able to kill here. Gets the crouch and confirm anyways, and it's gonna only be the level 1. The scaling is enough. Set point here for Mikex. 2 bars for JB, though, which means a tornado is in your future.
Yeah, we're about to see a sandstorm in this Gladiator arena. So keep an eye on the rose petals, because they're going to start cutting like it's Gundam Rose, G Gundam.
That was a great answer. Again, the OSDP on the Jin ride. Burning himself out, though. This is such a rough situation. You got to look for the DI, but it's just the stagger on the target combo. You can't take this next combo. You have to find a way out. Jump medium kick. Jump medium punch doesn't connect. Now locked down again. Goes for the throw. One more connects. A little bit more drive gauge left. He's trying to get the space. Yeah, no, he went back in because he knew that Mike would be on the offensive. Not getting the full confirm. Don't get hit by this. Overhead connects.
You overheaded?
Neither of them can take the strike. That's the problem. Both of them will die. This is set point for Mike. He finds the jab. He doesn't get the super confirmed, though. It's hard to get in that situation. Drive reversal keeps it safe. Goes for the throw. Isn't enough. It's not. Another chance. Jin Mikex. Oh, but he's spread out. He can't. He has to make this work with the level 2. You can't take the hit. He's got a full cage. What are you going to do, JB?
He runs up. He goes for the throw shimmy, but Mike not showing the tech. Why would he?
Oh, he's got to be perfectly. I don't know how he wins this. Now he's gonna land on it. Oh, he had no other options. Oh, JB rocking a hard place.
Unbelievable sequence of events right there, but Mikex able to find the checkmate situation, anticlimactic as it was. It is also a testament to just how smart both of those players are set of that situation. I mean, just what an insane sequence of events. Mikex had the kill with the DP, did not get the level 3 cancel from it. Not sure if he just wasn't turning the inputs, if he didn't realize he had level 3, or there was a misinput or something like that. Like, it's just absolutely insane.
If you end up doing the shortcut input, you can't get the super to come out. So that might have happened in that situation just to get the DP in time. But that's besides the point. That takes us to Mikex versus NoahTheProdigy. Also, to break down why that happened the way it did, I'd love Rinch to look at this because you see how smart JB is, but why it is such a problem. Because in that moment, the reason JB didn't go for a throw after the parry comes out from Mikex and he backed off and tried to let the tornado do the work is because he was in burnout. Mike had the bar. All he had to do was ODDP. He holds any special move, he dies. Neutral jump there also wouldn't have killed. So JB made the smart decision of trying to bait out the throw, get the hit with the tornado, because that was his only option. That was his only out. And that is what makes it so hard because JB was like, damn, I'm kind of doomed. This is it. But yeah, that's how it goes. Mikex is going to have to fight NoahTheProdigy. Best Luke in the business. I would say best Ken in Canada versus the best Luke from the trenches in the US. This is going to be one hell of a match. Street Fighter League US qualifier fighting against a Capcom Cup qualifier last year. This is going to be a hell of a battle. Mike, Godspeed, brother. Noah is one hell of an adversary. He is one hell of a titan to battle here. And then your reward is Chris, dude. Like, set to punish all only. Production, what does Noah have to do against Mike here after that clutch finish? I want to know. Let's see if you got, like, what do they got? What do they got to do?
I know we're having. Right now, though, we do see JB with the raid of 117 people to close out their stream for the night. You played incredibly well, JB. Thank you so much for participating in tonight, and I hope that you're able to get yourself a nice little dinner or something with the money that you did win for 4th place this evening. So GG's to everybody right here. Let's get queued up, though, for our losers' final match. NoahTheProdigy got to see Mikex get the run back against the person who sent him to losers. I'm sure that Noah would love to give the same treatment to Chris, but first, Mikex stands in the way. Let's get it on.
Yeah, huge shout-outs to JB as well. Congrats on Street Fighter League. Being on a team with your brother, that's pretty incredible. We're getting started here. Checking our jabs. I think we're good to go. A little bit of player respect on both ends.
Yeah, might have been a little bit of a connection issue or just some, a little bit of like just player, like good sportsmanship or trolling. Either way, it's Mikex with the corner positioning now on Noah. Run up overhead, not meaty enough, and Mikex recognizes this immediately, goes for the throw after the first light jab, catches a jump. What a confirm.
Yep, and falling apart quickly. Noah not finding a way out, but no anti-air. That would have been it. If he got the right DP, and this is where it can all fall apart.
It's the tackle. Perfect parry, though, from Mikex, checking Noah's buttons. We're just going to spend all of the green to disappear with Noah's life gauge, and it's a round 1 for Mike.
Dropping bombs on him. Absolutely just spears. Great whip punish. And you get the full corner punish counter confirmed. No PP comes out this time, but the check on the dry brush. About to be in burnout again. A territory that Noah is used to. The perfect parry does come out, though, and it's going to give him those 3 bars here in just a moment, which is where he wants to be so he can dry brush cancel again.
Yeah, what a whiff punish there, too, from Noah. Now he's got Mikex locked up in the corner. A backdash, though. No punish available for Mike, but he does still put Noah into the corner. And both sides dangerously close to burnout as well. Whoever is able to force the issue. Noah says, I take my fate into my own hands. I'm burning myself out with that DP. Goes for plenty of jumps, trying to bait a tech from Mikex, but Instead, it's a parry to regenerate the drive gauge as Mike just willing to take any and every throw under the sun. But now he's in burnout. Noah's about to get himself out. Didn't go for the level 3 to confirm the kill. Wants to maximize the opportunity, but you gave Mikex the opportunity to spend the critical art. Noah, sit down, shut up. Next time, you take that kill.
He needed the level. He had the chip kill. He had everything. He also had the kill confirm there off the light sequence. It just the super didn't come out. Oh. That was a messy situation. Back-to-back errors.
Error in execution or decision making, regardless. 404, it has occurred. Mikex with the wake up DP. Noah will take the throw, however. Now we're fencing it out, like good honest Shoto's in the mid screen.
Nice walk under, trying to get the punish on the jump, but not finding the anti-air. Making it really difficult, and not having the right timing on the DI. He was looking to get that punish on the fireball, just a little too slow.
Oh, nice. Full corner here as well. Catching Mikex, trying to walk back with that crouching light kick. And again, Luke definitely benefiting from the small buffs that he got in this patch, able to get easier triple light confirms. The reduced pushback on those normals. But Mikex finds the crouch medium kick, the classic Street Fighter 6 engine gameplay. Wake up. Oh, so smart from Noah. If Mikex blocks, or if he goes for strike or throw, he dies.
Had to go for neutral jump, but the DPs from Noah are so damn good. Obviously going to be looking for that. And he's already punished the neutral jump prior, so really putting that fear into Mikex. And now not afraid on offense either. Like, he defense, DPing, offense, willing to continue unrelentingly. It just becomes that much harder. Not getting a punish on the sweep, though. That's kind of a rough miss, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, but Noah, again, catching Mikex walking back with that crouch light kick. Some plus frames, and now we get some loops for breakfast. Go for a jump, and we just catch Mikex walking forward.
Yep, quick. Gets the super confirmed this time. That jump in was everything. You miss an anti-air, and the Noah jumps will do you in. They are lethal. Lethal weapons on those arms.
Even with the nerfs to Luke's jumping fear, still a great jump in normal.
The anvil. The Acme anvil is what it feels
just
like.
Dong!
He said, that's all, folks.
That's all, folks. Burn out for Mikex.
Yeah, I mean, after he gets hit by the DI, you even get the birdies over his head, too. It's the Tweety Bird, dude.
Wait, Street Fighter 6 is Looney Tunes. That's crazy.
He's the Acme character. This is great. Put Bugs Bunny in streets, man.
Get him out of that multiverses. We gotta save our boy.
Boom. Level 1. Da-da-da-da. Bam. And you know what happened. Why are you asking that question? He just says, how'd I lose? Bro, were you watching?
No, man, he wasn't. His eyes were swollen shut from the bruises.
Yeah, he was on the receiving end of the sandblast.
Sand in my eye. Stop hitting me with your pocket sand.
This pink-haired dude just throwing sand at me. Bonehead. Oh, again, the shimmies are working out. Mike really do be teching. He is teching.
Yeah. But might be taking too much. Another counter hit here for Noah. Unsure if that was a button or a throw tech.
So delayed.
So gross, and it just immediate cash out. Look at this, Noah. After losing game 1, all of a sudden is just speed running the Mikex category of our losers final for the FlyQuest Fight Series West Coast Edition.
Remember, it was off of that drop too. He had the level 3 hit confirmed to kill. It just didn't come out, and then he had the chip kill, and it just didn't come out. He got hit by the shorty repa, which feels damn bad. Finally gets the backdash punish. He's been doing backdash and a crouch medium punch, but you have to do backdash and a crouch jab. So love that adjustment. No OSDP this time from Noah. Gets burned out. He has the 1 bar though, and finds his way out with the crosscut. All right, gamer.
The fact he did that after whipping a normal 2 that advanced him forward, absolutely crazy.
No, that was the plan. Yep, -0. Oh, I think you can just kill here with chip. That's why the OD foot gap. There was nothing Noah could have done.
Yeah, no, and you saw that Noah even tried to jump. Wasn't even a chip kill. Oh, and in the race of drive rush, it's Mikex who wins.
Nice delay on the crouch medium punch. That catches the delay tech that Mikex was probably displaying. Gotta be careful here. And that's where we see the perfect parry come out. He had the level 2 off to the charge knuckle potentially. So perfect parry is the right answer there. DI is such a scary option when we've seen Noah do it to everybody. Uh-oh.
Oh, we're able to get out of it.
You can't take the strike.
Nope. That's why we're swinging. But look at this. We send it with the standing medium kick target combo series, trying to play some RPS with it, but it is a punishable normal. Noah's going to punish Mikex with the round. He spends all of his super gauge as well, but Luke, definitely a character who has much versatility across all of his supers. So level 1, level 2, it's really all he needs to potentially etch out that extra bit of damage or give himself a safety net in case he puts himself in a burnout.
Nice, yep. Finds the walk forward on the perfect parry minigame that Noah has been playing. Gonna use the level 3 to get a lot of that drive gauge back. Put Noah into that compromising position because even as he gets close to the burnout, when he doesn't have bar, it becomes a critical position for Noah. Because even though he's so good at that burnout defense, without meter, it's a death sentence. And that's why he tried to escape the corner as quickly as he possibly could.
Yep, and
what
now
a perfect
Noah
parry.
does have. Oh my god, you're right though. Able to get the sweep punish on that one. Wake up with the ODDP from Mikex. Runs forward, looks for Noah to wake up with something, but Noah instead is a bit patient. Sweep with punish. Classic Street Fighter footsies, and we are going to Game 5 for Losers Final to see who gets to fight against Chris, awaiting in winner's side of Grands.
Yeah, threads the crouch medium kick needle. Makes it work out. And the thing is, Chris is familiar with both of these matchups. He played both Luke and Ken, and has played both these players an incredible amount of time. So, yeah, I think you would want Mikex instead of Noah, just being real. So we'll see how this goes. Game 5, Losers Finals, FlyQuest Fight Series. Second place, cash on the line. OD reversal comes out. Looking great for Noah so far. Gets the counter hit. How do you get out, Mike? Help!
Man is being suffocated in the corner. The whiff punish with the knuckle as well. Noah finally finding the timing to get that option to hit. It's now set point for Noah.
Not the Waiayana. He wants the oh yeah, Chris said it in chat. He wants the Northern White Boy mirror match.
That's crazy.
Dude, I'm in the commentator seat. I can't. Oh, but the bait. Excellent stuff into the level 2. Great.
Okay.
Oh, I think we're gonna go to set point here, Mangaka. I don't know
so
how
too.
you
Mikex
get out of
has
this
the
one,
corner.
Noah. I don't know how you get out of it. He gets the DP. Why are you jumping?
That's a start.
He's built different. You gotta find this hit. Trying to go for the
Excellent
OD.
defense.
Look for the jump. Look for the. He tries.
Finds it,
Look for
the
the jump. Oh, he got the leg kick. We're going to final game, final round.
This is where it comes down to both sides with just little over a quarter of 1 bar of super. It is possible for either of these characters to build 2 within a round, so they could build that up and cash out with a level 3 or a critical art. It's Noah with the first solid hit, able to take Mikex into the corner. Jump in early with the jump fierce as well.
Exactly. Oh, gets the backdash again, and that's where we're gonna see the side switch. He is gonna opt to level 2. Wow. Trying to get closer and closer to the burnout. And mostly to get damage, he needs to equalize this lead, right? Like, that's what he's going for. And now, yep, ODDP burns himself out. He has the level 2. He can defend. He's not afraid to continue throwing these sandblasters. Do you try to DI, Mike? That's the question. You can decide your tournament life right here, but the level 3 comes out. It's not gonna be enough to kill. The scaling on this is gonna be not that high. But now Mike has one more chance. And he's going to be out of burnout here pretty soon. But now you have to win now. You have to find the win now.
Oh my
he's
God,
a burnout. Can you DI him? He doesn't get it. He didn't press. And that's why he tried to do button into DI, but it didn't work out. He could not stop the jabs on Wake Up. NoahTheProdigy with the clutch. Oh my goodness. Ooh.
Just a phenomenal. Again, this top
no more
4 has been
nails.
delivering.
They're biting.
Biting them off. Just
they're gone. Dude, he locked in. He locked
the
in.
only
That was
nails
crazy.
left are the ones within Mikex's coffin as Noah says, you got your run back. I'm getting mine. You hear me? NoahTheProdigy advances on to grand finals where he's going to be taking on Chris. Unbelievable. Oh my God. Just crazy delivery so far within the top 4 of this bracket tonight. Chris was able to put on a clean 6-round sweep of NoahTheProdigy in winners final after dropping a game to Noah. Mikex and JB went a full 5 games. JB not able to complete a reverse sweep. Mikex closing out a crazy final round. And again, another game 5 final round sequence there with crazy decisions, crazy outcomes from both sides. And all boils down to this. Both of these players are fighting to determine who gets to walk away with $100 and $200. And y'all, Chris looked mighty fine before, but I want to see what Noah's able to bring to the table in the run back. You got to know that he was thinking about that first set as data. Have we got the download down? NoahTheProdigy on the player 1 side with the Luke. Chris in winner side on player 2 with Ed. See who is going to be our West Coast FlyQuest Fight Series champion tonight. Thank you all so much for coming in here. I'm Mangaka, joined by the ever enigmatic high DPS Jake Ryan. Let's get it.
High damage, high octane matches, and high APM in these decision-making scenarios right here so far. NoahTheProdigy and Chris, two of the best to grace the sticks in multiple fighting games, and it's a pleasure to watch them fight it out here in grand finals of the FlyQuest Fight Series. And
Check the throw.
evading burnout. Yeah, that's massive. Anti-air finally comes out from Chris. We didn't see any of those in the last set, but we are seeing great shimmies come out from Noah so far. Not finding a trade out of the corner. The confidence that Noah has while he's in burnout is how everybody should walk through their lives day in and day out. You could have your worst day, and he still shows up to the gym. He still shows up to the throw loop, and he puts his best foot forward. All right, that is how you need to live your life. Like Noah plays in burnout. You play with your heart and confidence.
Oh my gosh, the perfect parry as well. We're using that standing heavy kick as well to start off our combo. Opting to take the damage instead of a back throw in the corner, but here we go. I have a dream!
He missed it.
And it's your mine. We messed it up, so yeah, we did have to shorten it. I jinxed it, y'all.
Unfortunate
I'm sorry.
decent miss. That was a great DP from Chris, catching the fake drive rush pressure, not being able to deal with the sandblast, and the perfect parry as well, but he doesn't have the right spacing. There's going to be a huge opportunity from Chris. Not in burnout just yet, but he needs to find a clean hit, and that crouch medium kick is all she wrote. NoahTheProdigy with the first game on the board. Catching Chris reaching. However, this is how their first set went. Do not forget that Noah won the first game convincingly as hell. And then ChrisCCH turned into a different player. He said, "Little bro, get off the sticks. It's my turn to play."
And I gotta say, too, that unlike their previous set as well, where Noah was sort of waiting around and letting Chris dictate a lot of the pace, Noah's the one who's making the proactive plays and getting these initial hits onto Chris. Now we're seeing that how he has the corner positioning. He's slowing down, trying to hold the space, but oh, look at that sexy side swap from Chris. Oh, the throw? Okay, this man is playing RPS and he's good.
Yeah, that was the power of nothing on the shimmy and the patience from Chris, which is what you have to do against a player like Noah. You have to show him that you'll just stand there menacingly, and it's so powerful in many fighting games to show your opponent your willingness to sit there menacingly.
Top of the stairs, come up to me, Paulina.
Are we gonna see a chip kill here? He has the sequence, and that's why he goes for the forward heavy punch, but it doesn't make sense. It's the level 2!
And Chris wasn't even ready for it either.
Oh, he didn't know. How did that drop? What the hell just happened?
That is something that I'm sure Noah has probably maybe only encountered a handful of times, but we bait out the drive reversal, get that 6-frame crouch medium punish on it. Backdash though from Chris, immediately reading the throw. Active defense from both sides. Do we have it this time? Launch him? Oh my lord, we're going the distance.
I really need Capcom to release a Valentine's Day card pack from Ed, and it's just him doing his psycho upper with "You're mine, you're mine,
you're
right
mine."
here," and it's like him getting kissed on the cheek on the card or something.
Oh
Great
my god,
anti-air
he's
from Chris,
like tapping his cheek. Oh my god.
Ooh, he got the kill rush back again. The level 2 has whiffed it twice. Shame on you, shame on 2. That is a rough.
Brother.
That super sucks.
That does suck, man. Unbelievable. It's all tied up now, 1-1 apiece. As we're going to get the scoreboards updated as well in just a moment. We got the point over for Noah, and there it is, the point for Chris. Excellent work from production, as always. The FlyQuest Fight Series. And, I mean, oh no. I think it's happening again, Jake. Is this a rerun?
I mean, here's the thing. As Chris starts to play against players in longer sets, 3 out of 5 just becomes that much more beneficial to him because he wants to see what mode you're in, and he adjusts so rapidly. And that's what we're seeing on display. Oh, but the fade! He gets the burnout, but no one's comfortable there. The thing is, Chris is happy about that, right? Like, he got him in burnout. This is where Ed wants to be. He just has to get this next hit, and he finds the heavy kick anti-air. What a cross under! God damn!
That was invisible. I thought that was same side for sure. And Chris just says, nah, I control the skies. Noah says, get off of me. I'm going to spend the level 1. My only bar is super to get myself out of burnout. I need to get this round, but Chris checks him with one of the flicker jabs as well. so tough.
Nah,
Chris.
dude, how are you gonna micro walk forward into the OD psycho upper just to punish the Sam? Chris is set, like I said, he's set to punish all only. This guy is incredible.
Noah,
So damn good.
combo. Able to get Chris into this corner now. Baits out the throw, but no punish on the shimmy. Noah, between the drop level 2s, between missing these punishes, it's a game of inches, and Noah is giving just a little too much breathing room for Chris. Finds the wake-up mash, however. Tackle one more sequence. After this throw is all that Noah needs.
Wow.
But Chris doesn't give a damn about show offense.
He woke up with the level 1. You have to watch out for the ODDP from Noah, though. He hasn't really represented it that often here. Gonna go for OD Sandblast, and he gets caught. The willingness to continue to throw the sand, man. He is a Metallica fan.
I was going to go to the same
ground.
damn place that you just did.
It's almost like we hung out before, man. Oh, what an
that's
anti-hero.
crazy.
Yeah, again, that is Chris willing to
God.
force the burnout situation, even if it gives a drive reversal, right? It's all about forcing that burnout and getting that advantageous position.
Yeah, but I love how Noah was just more than willing to block and wait out Ed's level 2. Under duress right now, doesn't fall for any throws. Recognizes that the strike is certainly the more dangerous of the options to get hit with. And now, Noah recovers from burnout first. Chris still fighting out of his. Nah, you tech that?
Dude, Chris is he's a machine. He is a machine. If you have not played him, it doesn't hit until you actually fight him. What a reversal as well. I think Noah went for the bait there. The walk under. God damn, Chris. One throw away. You can't perfect parry now, which becomes that much scarier. He's trying to get the burnout. He's forcing a burnout situation. That's why he's going for it. He can burn out and then force a chip situation if he finds the hit.
Punish!
Exactly what happens. Oh, he went for the charge knuckle for a Hail Mary potential CA. And that was a see you later. 2-1 lead for Chris. The awareness of the drive gauge position is just so damn strong. And with a playstyle like Noah's, where you are constantly putting yourself in the burnout, it is a feast for CCH.
Drops his combo, however, so now Noah gets a little chance to play. No punish counter for him, though, so... Baits out the reversal once and twice! Okay, Noah.
That was
Certainly prodigal behavior.
That was kind of sick. That was kind of sick. Check with the fireball. Not able to jump out just yet, but he's not burnt out either, which is the main goal. That's why he goes for the level 1. Excellent bait. This should be... It's actually not going to be around. He went for the reset, and it worked out. The cheeky stuff. Aw, catching Chris off guard. You got to show this old dog new tricks, and that is one of Noah's special qualities. He always has a different card to play.
And even then, too, Chris out of drive gauge, so no ODDPs, and out of super as well because he spent it on the earlier wake-up, so Noah felt pretty comfortable with that reset that there wasn't really going to be a likely fail state for it. Starting off pretty well right here. This would be something for Noah if he's actually able to close out this round and force a Game 5 sequence against Chris, but looking a little hard right now. Holding the pressure, burnt out once again. Noah has to hold this neutral spacing, but Chris is slowly working his way in.
This is where Noah's jumps start to really pay off. His Sandblast minigame has been so damn good. And we're seeing Noah's defense on these throws so good. Whether it's backdash, whether it's throw tech, whether it's the medium punch. Chris has not been able to find mileage, but he gets the double check right there. And he only is going to need level 1 here. No, he doesn't get it.
Doesn't spend it. He baits off the DP instead.
It's set point. Set point with the jump forward from Chris. What great awareness to bait that out in that last moment. And now he's going to get a massive opportunity, massive confirm here into the corner.
Jump.
Be careful. Uh-oh. Do you spend here,
good.
Noah? Nah, he
No,
saves.
just go for the cross up. We go for the jump. Bait again on the throw. Chris doesn't bite, but he finds the perfect opportunity to mash. Sends out the level 2 as well.
It's the desync this time. Yeah. Watch. The bad part here is now if he takes the meaty, he's not even going to get the chance. The level 1 is going to burn him out. You have to react to level 3. Do you? Does the DI even come? Chris, what are you going to show?
Oh my god, the jab checks
confirm.
from Noah. No anti-airs,
He
but we
finds
get the jump in. Punishing the Sandblaster. Chris confirms the combo and confirms his first place finish for the West Coast FlyQuest Fight Series tonight. Ed, ladies and gentlemen. What nurse?
That was incredible. ChrisCCH with awareness on another level, whether it be the OD reversals, whether it be his air-to-air opportunities, his anti-airs were locked in at the end, and his punishes on Noah's tendencies, especially with the Sandblast pressure there at the end. And we're looking at our results from the bottom to the top. Mikex in 7th, tied with Doma XD D. Shout outs to both of those players. Incredible performances. Enzo the Okage and Prototype rounding out our 5th place with the Ken and Honda C9 JB Street Fighter League US's own. Shout outs to you, man. Really proud of you. Happy that your content grind and gaming has paid off. You got on a team with your brother. Not many people can say that. And then we're in the money. Mikex, 3rd place with $60, $40 for JB as well. NoahTheProdigy on Twisted Mind got that sweet Benjamin, $100 in pocket, but 2 Benjamins going over to ChrisCCH to round out our top 8 for the day. That's not the only fighting game action we have here, though, at FlyQuest Fight Series. Even though we may be done with Street Fighter for the day, there is more to come. Week in and week out, FlyQuest Fight Series isn't going anywhere, and the FlyQuest team has been getting a lot of resounding wins in the esports sphere. While we do have 2 EVO champs, we've got potential world champs duking it out in the League of Legends World Finals right now. So if you are a fan of League, make sure that you support the FlyQuest boys. Support one of the best American rosters that we've had in a long time. You can join the community at discord.gg/FlyQuest to get updates on everything FlyQuest. And if you go to FlyQuest.gg, you can get your hands on the new World's jersey and the other amazing merch that FlyQuest has to offer. So really been enjoying all of the FlyQuest Fight Series action. Really had a great night with you too, Mangaka. Always a pleasure, being on the mics and the 1s and 2s with you. So anything you want to tell the people before we head out?
It's been too long since I've had the chance to work with your brother. Always good to see that you're thriving and doing well. For my last little bit of shout-outs, I have to say that if y'all want to check out plenty more Street Fighter 6 action, there's plenty of it being had on the Twitch streams of Akihabara Arcade, the home of the Colorado FGC. Tomorrow night, there will be the Stay Fresh brackets that are being run by another TO team, but next month, we will also be hosting our own Mile High Burst brackets, which is the TO team that I am a part of and the primary stream producer for. Twitch.tv/Akihabara Arcade. If you add a 2 after that as well, you'll get access to the 2nd Twitch channel as well, where you can catch up on some amazing Street Fighter 6 plays, as well as plenty of other fighting games out there as well. Be sure to check out my Twitter, y'all. It's right there underneath my name, because I can't wait to talk about my plans for October outside of what we got in store for Colorado. But that is it for us tonight. Jake Ryan, so based on the mic, so based in the DPS, as well as the shot calls all the way around. And thank you to FlyQuest as well for having both of us on. Reminding y'all that there is a hurricane touching down in Florida right now, is one of the reasons why that Punk probably wasn't able to play in the East Coast bracket tonight. So y'all just keep those FGC community members in the Florida region within your thoughts, within your prayers, if that is something that you do, and just check in on them. Make sure that all the homies are okay, because it is a scary time for them, and we hope that nobody gets any sort of loss of property or loss of life out there as well. So please just think fondly of them. Check in on your Florida friends, y'all, because we are a community and we stick up for each other. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other. I'll see you all next week for FlyQuest. Whoever's on the mics then, you'll see me in chat. Love you all. Take it easy.
Hey, can you watch this video really quick?
The SCI is too abnormal. The downer at the top, not good. Missed L cancel. Buffer roll here in a real match off of aerial drill. That's proper. If you were trying to connect right here, see they reset the stick to neutral. If you're gonna connect this combo, you either need to do back air or you need to dash, and there's no left input here. Look at this. There's no left input after shine. Oh, I guess there was, but it was just ass. I'm the best of all time, baby.
Okay,
Let's hear it.
You're so good. How are you so good?
I love you, Jake.
GDs.
For For new players, I would probably recommend Braum for how easy it is to just swing and attack. If you like just being like a big reliable like support or like tank type of player, I think Braum does that for you. I also think that his moves are pretty big, pretty swingy, can hit from pretty far away, so you don't have to worry too much about movement. That's like the big thing with Braum. You know, just get in there and just hit them and just protect your friend.
For new players, I recommend Ari because you play a game like this because you want to finesse. You want to move. You don't want to just do things without purpose. Anti-air is as simple as it gets. I kept it extremely simple, but I mean, you can go a long way with just those. And this character is so elegant, so smooth, and you just want to dance when you play it. And this is the character I recommend.
What we need is combos. We need straight combos. Everything needs to do at least 50% and then land into a mix-up. We need mix-ups too. New players should play Echo because, as I mentioned before, we need a mix, right? And there's almost no better character to mix than Echo. And it's pretty easy too. Everything needs to be a 50-50. You can't have anything less. No 49s or 51s. Then you gotta get them assist calls. Assist calls. After that, nothing else.
How's the balding? That was my
How's the balding? I literally grew an afro. I'm actually been keeping it at bay. The worst but the best interaction that I've ever had with a barber, because I moved from one barber to another. I would always be like, yeah, line me up, blah, blah, blah. The newest barber is like, yeah, just don't line it up, right? Not line. Keep it natural. I was like, oh, hell no, he said that. Do not push that back is what he said. That was his actual advice. It's not that bad. Okay,
oh my God.
All right. We're literally never coming back.